Friday, the 12th of July 2024, 37 minutes gone past 1500 hours. Very late start, whichever way it is okay for a Friday, which usually is a holiday, but today a promise is a promise. We are here live on Aqu24 Radio, Abrabapa Radio, Aqu24 Radio, GH, Facebook Aqu24 Radio /TV, YouTube Aqu24 Radio, and on X at Aqu24 Radio with another edition of Bamasu. This is the Friday's edition where we come to express our views on the many things that are of concern to us as a nation. We, however, still operate within the fundamentals of what we do around here. Sometimes you can call it the ground rules, and that is to say, our main objective is to be able to awaken the Ghana in all of us. That is our main objective. Our objective is to evoke the Ghanaian virtues within us that will help make Ghana a very beautiful place. Now, even if it's a Ghanaian virtue and it wouldn't help our nation move forward, we don't want to evoke that. Of course, we have several virtues or identities that can be associated with the Ghanaian. That, hey, you and I know they are not so progressive, among other things. Those ones we don't want to evoke among ourselves. We want to be very conscious of the ones that would be able to make our nation grow and become a beautiful place, and evoke them. As simple as that. If you are here for the first time, it is imperative that you come knowing yourself as a Ghanaian. Now, when we say you come knowing yourself as a Ghanaian, what it simply means is you come putting away all other identities, and then you come operating from that same pedestal where we see ourselves as one. We see ourselves as coming from the same source. We see ourselves as having all the wonderful virtues of the source. However, in the light of some of us unable to express those virtues that have been coded within us from the source, our duty is just to evoke those virtues into expression. As simple as that. That is all that we come here to do. So please and please, once again, if you choose to hold on to your secondary identity, it's okay. But hey, there's a caveat. It is also an imperative that if you choose to hold on to your secondary identity, you make sure you evaluate how whatever other identity apart from you being a Ghanaian is helping make Ghana a very beautiful place. That is all. That is all that we come here to do. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to the Friday's edition of Bamasu. And just run cook say the mood donna the more people and come out. Baby, I will be a sample pencil with video at the Aqu24 Radio, Abrabapa Radio, and Aqu24 Radio GH. And if you had that July that also do me, I think me a duno and 9. no numa ba pa hu simadua na emienu de emre no kɔ kakra na emom efiada de ye befa ne saa esanse enne no nanka ye holiday na ye holiday nanso ya bomodia a promise bɔhyɛ ai mpɛsɛ ye be frame can promise enti me share bo sɛ enne ye bomodia sɛ de tie bia no ye be putu niema together na yaba no enne yaba ye beto akwantu no so o hwese ma bɔ me kye ya na kyerɛ sɛ yaba ne sa na ene ye Bogyae yi sɛ de tie bia no ye de akwanfo radio ye mra no ɛda ho ye adwuma kyerɛ sɛ ye ba ha mre bia ba bia ye bomodin sɛ ye de ya hyenso de a edimu kɛse ba akopɛ ene ye adwuma wa ha sha hyenso de no ene sɛ ye Ghana for right ye Ghana for na inya bepiem wo ha se ya na kyerɛ sɛ ahyenso de aka bia no ye de call reverse ana ye de go akire honom yemfa ngo akire honom kakra so na yemfa Ghana de no mu nya adwuma onto sɛ ye be wie adwumadie no nyansafo no ewo mu no wie adwumadie no kura na ombomodin sɛ omo da enkita hudi a omo ne enuanom edi ni nyina no omo modin ase omo de Ghana ene ye omo fuma sibre ewo omo ne adofo enkita hudi emu enti mesrew se brase Ghana ni kasa se Ghana ni o so dae kura so dae se Ghana ni na o so dae se Ghana ni a de chi nyina ne se brano nyina no de o hwe nyina ne se o my Ghana nyina be konanim na se de ya metabusa no se ye kase o my Ghana, what are the components of o my Ghana and ye bia ye ka Ghana napoka ho ana napo eka Ghana no ho ana se napoka ho de ama me hu why ye ka Ghana na mahama ka ho ana ana akufo ado ka ho si ye ka Ghana na hoin bi mahama sama bo mahama de bo kene furata o ka ho ana mpese mi hu right enti se o po my Ghana yi yo a na kire se o hwehwe o my Ghana ne manyina yi yo say na de netie right say ka say you hwe o my Ghana yi you a na kire say we are looking out for the good of all parts that form Ghana. Aye. Every part of the body that we call Ghana no ya you hwe ni yi yo enti imusa o se owura Akufo-Addo oka Ghana eho ana eye owura John Mahama enso eka Ghana ho alanchiramaten ono so eka Ghana ho owura Bawumia ono so oka Ghana ho ana napo ono so eka Ghana ho bobodino edin dos yakase boba yenwie da enti se yakase ye hwe o my Ghana yi yo na ye hwe o my Ghana yi yo a kire se ye hwe o my Ghana yi yo ewo obia woka Ghana ehu bia na kire se ye hwe sanuanom yi yo a what exactly do we want to put across? Asem na ayekese. Asem no ayekese. Enti adwuma kese ena form in fact say all the emotions no one hear emotions ni na o my emotions ni di kan a na dia say adwuma we obetumi ayo. Insan say o hwe o my Ghana yi yo e free some of the names that I've mentioned that say you want to evoke Ghana you want to evoke those virtues a ebetimi ama my Ghana akona nim e was enuanum no emu hwe ma men kan kire ye nyina ne pa no wo emu enne pa no e wo emu ne mu mada ada the zeal to do good is in all of us. However, it is dormant. Nti yaba ha yabotai kesi nyina anase ye objective kesi pa ene se ye hwe kwan bi a betimi afanya nsa kwan so enya ne Ghana na ada ewo parts of Ghana, including myself and including yourself and including some of the names that I mentioned. Nti yebeyi de hye abodie nemum nyese yebeyi ni sa keke dabi e wo say yi na drinkers ye kwan so see etoda me show say bi ato pen mo sa akora bitimi akora ketu a wutimi sa akora we wo sa nyini bi asa na de ba do wutimi kan sem bi e kire wo na wutimi hu ni say asem a abofrei aka kire wo no wama bibia wosu akora ya semu a oka kire mi wama bibi awosu me a sheki me sanity enti enye one way say enye one way say ano ya enkwa ana yetumi ede epusu ye ho na mom de depa na ye de ma o feel good na ekire no enkofa asem fufuru bia ma se obetimi de adwen kese enyane endepa ewu nuamu eno yana emfa acrimony bia emma emfa acrimony bia ma wa ekire so she say why ade na wi nanso ekire asem you may not be able to tell nti yemfa adwen kese enyi de hyebo yemfa adwen kese enyi de hyebo enefia day the 12th of July 2024 Dr. Zazadentu metunchi modern edema nana sare bedi akon onso medenchi akese de mu api medema so mama why Dr. Ebenezer Amufabwate onso medenchi akese ana ede ema wo papa yentiu nana nketia onso so nchie ni mwe why so nchie ni mame na menchia America for onso samsafo wa better joint America for ze de bia beba America bia na Joe Biden ho asema besimitrim Joe Biden oye tin nesa chese o ye ne de kura assistance na no was still wobeko na you see obende obisi bi kura on kai kura se oda ho ye president but hey also obeko so also obeko minim what the Democrats can do but hey also ye there obeko why ye ho press conference nyina also obeko yo America for masumu why do say the Dr. Jingo so kai no the ko no akoye say the devil and the what and the hard place the Americans are between the devil and the hard place so no ya omo kana meboa we hope something happens so you'll be able to figure out whichever direction that you choose to go. America for yango pama munyansa why nyansi modin bibiri enka de mo no ho na mutimi emfanyi mama mpani come November say 7th na muso mutu aba na right okay that's fine yanchia Spain for Oma omne England for be so nyame adma kwasi ada no chinechi ya hwe it's coming home owa it's coming home it's coming home enti Spain for mon chase na montini su said the Holland 14 is no mon chase na montini su na we dey kura is coming home of abodi one be ma bene wa nyese mani samu it's coming home it's coming home it's coming home yanchi Ghana fu nyina be so wa na champon ono so abete joint pa kadeji me den chia kese ene de maw one oba hima ene emofra ni nyina munson chie ni na yenko Finland nso ye wo Finland dia yenchia wo bosomfo ye chia wo bosomfo yi asemu sometimes say when we were to think deeply into things we will come to understand say sometimes comparisons be honomo here. As a matter of fact, we all don't have the same time, we all don't have the same circumstances, we don't have the same space, and we don't have the same energy for us to be able to be comparing ourselves as to what we can do and what we cannot do. Ms. Ankebio, we are not presented with the same time, the same energy, the same circumstances, and the same space for us to be able to be comparing ourselves as to what we can do. So, na say you compare we all should be given the same opportunities, the same weaknesses, and the same problems here and there for us to be able to think, say, okay, we are comparing ourselves. And that is why when certain advanced countries got to know this wisdom, said, Abby, why are we comparing ourselves? Say, we the first, we the second. Why? We all don't have the same energy, time, space, and circumstances. So why are we comparing ourselves? Into imagine, say, a school. Na school na ye wono. Me papa kakra wono ho fine. So enti wabomodia afa teacher ni bi alongside enti me bafia teacher ni kyeremade e wo fie weekend papa timi tua ma me call extra classes kakra eka ho enti with all these things although there may be doom so in my area, but my papa will ska enti otimi to generator na wato generator yin so me kofie ne edum kani akra na it is not an excuse not for me to learn enti edum kani na generator no akeke in enti edum kani no na me so mitimi me guso atimi sua de na wo de me kototo obi a sebi it is the opposite of the circumstances, the energy, and the space that I have. So, obia onono oponko fia ebi wo hono mo I was say okodwom enene maame ekodi dwa kakra ansa na waba fie omre fie no wa bresa ade bi no wa bre so oba ne maame ebi afa ne yebedwa fufu asiso awo se wotwen no wo fufu no ansa na wonya bi adi wo fufu ni wie ya yadum kania ai already wa bre kura dadawo kwa be na akura bitima sua de now me ma just a few circumstances me ma a little scenario kakra bi na me de ma wo enti some of ram yenu we say na school system no actually say we have to compare them and say we the first, we the second. Are we being wise? Are we being intelligent? Hence, and in before, and yansaphobia who said, Abby, why compare ourselves? We don't have the same time, we don't have the same energy, we don't have the same circumstances, and we don't have the same space to be comparing ourselves. So why at all should we be comparing ourselves? This is where it gets very, very interesting. You see, this issue that is coming up now, or say, a man for any brew or home, any when we say let it be about almost say apology. Nanado amamu to previous presidents that we have, and he said nano kopai no say Mukwame Nkrumah no said you among other things, right? Amanfo edwa amanfo edwa pa sasem na ohokan no. But you see, from where I sit now, it tells me said to even compare, for someone to compare, said I might teach mama we it tells the level of intelligence of that individual that is comparing, making comparison in this particular case. The time, the energy, the space, and the circumstances of Kwame Nkrumah were not or are not the same as any other president may face. The time, the energy, the space, and the circumstances of Nanado wouldn't be the same as any other president may face. So why compare? However, what we are seeking, and they say at any particular point in time, whoever is leading our nation will do their very best. Sometimes we would wish they even crack beyond their very best to make our nation a better place. That is where wisdom comes in. And in the first place, the comparison itself is coming from a low level of intelligence, because we don't have the same time, energy, space, and circumstances. We did not start at the same time. We did not start in the same circumstances. We never operated within the same circumstances. So why compare at all? Why? However, whatever the case may be, we would want whoever is leading us to do their very best, whatever the case may be, to move our nation forward. What is our caucus? And say no. Well, see, anyway, we hope we will all get there one day, and then we will all get that understanding. Remember, we don't have the same time, the same energy, the same circumstances, and the same space to be comparing ourselves. I bet you get a drift. Also, for we say, just say, Nadia, Jim, we said you didn't oppose and you didn't say, Jinano, so then. But then again, as I asked earlier on, what is our objective? We want to evoke wisdom from among ourselves. Maybe why? And he said a match Senapo 80. And I said also, next time when you are doing comparison, you will certainly come to realize, he said, Debbie, why even compare? Why even compare? Why even compare? Now, the fact that we need not compare, no interest, say we don't have to do our best to. Our best is needed at all times. Emra, Ura Mahama, also say we had a little pandemic, Ebola, mebwa, Anna, yeah, I think so. Emra, Nanado by so yenya COVID, right? But would you say Ebola and COVID? Right? The magnitude of Ebola and then the magnitude of COVID, although they are both pandemics, but they are not the same. The kind of resources that the world perhaps gave to us during Ebola, and then the kind of resources we were able to raise within COVID, were they the same? They were not the same. Nti say if it happens, say we had a lot of resources during the COVID timer. Oh, the here say we will be able to efficiently use those resources to make our nation better. Right? That's all. Sometimes we need to think through some of these things, and when we think through deeply, I bet you wisdom will certainly be coming out. So, let's channel our energies to places that will give us greater results. Why? Yanchia Germany food in answer agreement. So, Yanchia Ghana for United Kingdom for warm up near the cap na befi. In fact, and China Kenya you find free. You know, sorty any dia any NHS Papa Smiley. Once again, and if you had that unusual, but we now 24 and I'm amnesia a mouse. So na another yemi dear share I drink a sequence. You ever quite human so when who say Bema Sam Safo Abba say Sam I ready dear oh mute no way. Why ready? Not sa your mom come, Sam, what in can Aquabo. Now, inform to say, Sam. Good. Nyamia do miss me here, pa, miss me here. Mamma adjustment, Kakrawa, home. You. Now, America to say.
Oh,
Mugusu, I'm open so called.
Yeah, Pim so called. Oh,
ain't Joe, Uncle Joe, I didn't know what pay who answer. Mentas you.
I don't know. Minimum the
on say they say if you are an actor and I said you are a comedian and ideal, you leave the stage when the applause is very loud. Yes, I know Mokano.
Exactly.
But I'm say comedians be one more, they want to die on the stage.
Charlie, and no kind of. I mean, a culture is the same everywhere, right? Power.
Of course. We should follow the natural order, isn't it?
Yeah. A real run is he cannot let go because on a power input in the culture, everybody say, "Men and comedy 80 years, and by now, I would just want to spend the time with my wife and my kids at home, just enjoy the rest of my days in peace and just stress free." Minim the at this point, but hey, he said he's the man for the job. So I know around the world, so it is what it is. You bet me a kasasan, and so why not drinking to big it. So we'll see. Come November, we'll find out. By America be changing, but people don't realize it, man. America by because I've always said it, man. So Joe, and to me, I'm holding on to the power. And say Trump will be somewhere, America will change, and we will see it. It's kind of scary, but it's kind of funny at the same time because, yeah, it's changing. Because, like I've always said it, it's never about the person, right? My biggest thing with Trump is like Trump by himself, he can't do everything by himself. It's always about the people who enable them. It's always about the puppets or the kind of Saint Joseph. I can't want to say the sycophants. It's always about the sycophants and the enablers who enable them. That's what makes these people dangerous, According to the see Ghana Sinti, see Obiako Sinti, Mokwame Nkrumah. It's not about him saying that. Why do you think he said that? He said that because Ghana for no Mukasa. But he knows that those people will cheer him on regardless of what he say. And furthermore, he will get people because throughout the week I've been listening to different platforms. Like he has people going around trying to justify it, trying to make excuse for him, trying to defend him. So it's not about the people that make these comments or the people that take these actions. It's about the people they put in place to, enable them to look out for them. And here in America, according to say, like what Trump did, he picked three Supreme Court justices. And right now they've put a law in place that basically the president can do whatever he or she wants, as long as a big claim is a official act, he can stand on Constitution Avenue and kill somebody and claim that it's a official act and he can get away with it. He's put people in places, he's put judges in places, he's put people in Congress, he's put people in the Senate that will enable him, that will defend him, that will stand up for him when he takes certain actions. So by themselves, they can't do anything. But when they have people in place to back them up, to defend their work, to speak out for them, that's when they become dangerous. And that's what we're witnessing right now. So we have a long way to go.
We certainly have a way to go. Na me pese ye be ma assignment kitu ebo hu. E bra na nyame ya adom a ye ba nanka ode sa assignment no abreye. Why? Na on say emre ebra no bia no said your work no human beings, we are able to change some laws here and there, and I say we bring in some new law here and there to be able to get our way across. Meboa.
Yeah.
Na Mr. Hwhwem we dey ye home meditation na busa life. Say what are some of the immutable laws of life? Never can be chire. Why? Because said immutable laws of life. Say the laws of any nation, it still operates within the laws of life. Mewa. And I said the laws of nature. Oh, ne me chiro no. Eti fako me kan say fako dayima na say fako adwundwum. Na busa life say what are some of the immutable? See, I can't immutable out here. Say, Just say, Nadia, Bessisa. And your constitution, and this is Ghana constitution of Aquamisi and Sanity be right. And what are some of the immutable laws of life? Ubehu never be church kakra family. Why?
Nothing.
That's right. Then they went the shop wow so you through.
Oh no. Bibia potty be and shame boss. I just say nothing really. I'll just I don't think I have anything particular. My way more one him because I am enjoying the contribution for one because I know he's there, he's leaving the ground, and I like that he always or no than a life once in the go house here the tall guys to say, and I say the cold room you say he's living minute by minute, day by day, and you cannot you cannot dispute that because with any kind of records or anything, as I say, on the panel of core markets, or not the evidence in the chance. So I really do enjoy his contribution. So because like some time ago, my wife, U.S. Embassy, our Ghana, and I'll get into like argument with her, and I'll tell her like, I don't know what these people are doing for us. They're not helping us. And she will always point to the data. She'll always point to what they've done and try to show me the records or whatever. And I was like, yeah, look, at the time, no, let me tell Fadam, I was living in the neighborhood. And regardless of what you guys said you were doing, the economists come out and blah, blah, blah. They come and they tell you, we've done this, we've done that. But if you live in the neighborhood and you're on the grounds now, you don't see it, you don't witness it, you don't feel it. So that's why I always appreciate or why he said, or money contribution is like he's telling you how things are on the ground, and it's a really an eye opener for me, and I appreciate that every time he shares it from his own perspective, from his own experiences. So we should try our man on casa meeting.
You owa hene da wase. Why? Owa hene da wase. Na yemo owa hene akwaba. Owa hene kadaji. Sam so tie wo enti omutu hwe na waya hoboade a enyade a oje returns dia ene omutu ho na yemo nkomo kakra. Going one, going two. Any owa hene ye betwen oje returns ni wi a na waba ne nko Dr. Jingu so Dr. Jingu de woni Joe Biden na bewu ai doc woni Joe Biden na bewu ti doc otime nka Dr. Jingu
yeah mama
so de oni Joe an e ko mebo a
no bia
you would do video na Emma we would do video no ai
yeah I don't know why
ore enko
I'm ready
edum yeah
but I'm no lunch na bia my
I was it anya wani Joe Biden na eko
Domination. What do you call it? Democrat.
That's right.
Unless you know that or the Senate General now, so whoever will be the nominee, I'll still support the person.
Okay, Mami Musa. Right? In your view, no, what you say? He will be able to handle matters as the president. Savings will win here. Do you think he will be able to?
No, I mean for me, what I'm thinking is that he cannot do this for another 4 years. So
okay, all right.
But I believe, sir, maybe because he thinks he can defeat Trump. So that's it. And after that, Adam said inauguration or something. At some point, he's going to what? He's going to resign. So he's going to resign and give that this thing to the vice president. So because when you do a matchup, right, between the vice president and Trump, the vice president is ahead a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 points. So that's it. But that is just a proof. So that's it. So they do elections, anything can change. So, but fine. Joe Biden is old, which is like 81. Trump is also old, 78 or 79. So, but both candidates, their character is a big difference. So, say Joe Biden, say right now, he is the nominee. That's all. Or say 1 year day, that means he's going to run.
Okay.
So that's it. But
Musa
will be running. Any Trump, who do you? The question is, who do you want to be the president?
Okay. All right. I would say. Eti say Joe na ya na dwen say obekọ November na na say November no okwa say wo de Democrat na wo do o machi kakra me boa.
No, whoever is coming to, I don't want the Trump because the state I'm going the state I want, right? We vote with both parties in the state now.
Oh, okay.
But about federal no. Because that's what I'm saying. I don't want this guy, Trump, to be the president again. Because of what he did.
Okay. So, you don't want Trump to be president. So about so let's say Jew, Jew still
yeah. Whoever he can beat Trump. He is running against Trump, and I'll vote for that person.
Okay. Now, apart,
you said that person.
Now, more presidential race, no, Joe ne Trump pen a qua na sem crofo become.
Oh, one more on there, unfortunately. Because yeah, we don't go by popular votes. We go by electoral
votes. Yeah.
And in about only about 3 or 4 states in determine elections. So that's it. Say a popular vote, Bianca, we don't even care because we know say Joe is going to get the popular vote. Like last time, he beat Trump, I think about 7 million or something about the popular votes. So that's it. The time when Trump winning when OBT Hillary Clinton, still now Hillary beat by the popular votes, but electoral votes, and Trump winning.
That's right.
So, I no cry or see a real because he didn't get the popular votes. So, only we are dealing with that person. So, because he didn't get a popular vote, you say election, you have no one so. Oh, now we're winning, and you will win, and on that time, Obama and Biden, not Biden, the vice president. And Trump can say, oh, you more elections in Goa, and can be all day. So, now one is just leave the office and go. So that's it. Also, other states, many states, I'm going Georgia, offer Secretary of State, you want 11,980 votes because Joe Biden beat you to 11,980 votes. Yeah, the man you are going to beat Joe Biden by 1 vote. Personally, obviously, African elections in the area. So, you don't have that vote. 1% I need to go for votes in whatever. No, the amount. Maybe vote now, maybe go vote here, as early voter now, by me or not, me and Kami, they ain't count. But almost vote that day, no ain't count vote. Wait, Papa's money. Is this what this person don't want to come to be a president again? And now you have on the Supreme. Look at the Supreme Court, what they are doing for him. So the American say Papa's money, saying Paponi leader. He tried to put people in places Sir, the name of Obama, they will support him. They will enable him to do it. So what I say, Harris, President Bia before Trump, President Bia, almost the president, the taxes never. Trump will probably see so point to bring money by Harris, that person, 1 year. So they make sure. And that is how it is everywhere. Papa's money in America, the country, if you don't have faithful people of Papa's money, said they are going to uphold the constitution. It's now more than 200 months to benefit everybody in the country. The country will go down. So that is how it is. And then that this person, is how you want to come back again and run again. And then you have all these Republicans, they claiming themselves that they are conservatives, they are moral, but look at them. Look at them. Sometimes on the Papa's money, it's very logic. Say it doesn't make sense. So if any other person can, it's fine. But right now, they make the party like a cult now. MAGA cult now. So it's a cult. And I'm ready. So I say Church of Christ.
I said,
I say Church of Christ.
Fessia, now the idiot show when you go. Why?
I don't know my English.
Oh, you okay? All right then. Dr. Jingu. Ana motenin kan also we dey hye ne go awie ezi yenko monarch eswe na monarch ezo enyi dey hye ne bo enefia dey monarch Otiminka, Aquabu.
Yeah,
Now, impom to say. Good. Na Monarch, and when you for baby. Almost say, Nipa here, and na wie. Sabana, what I say.
Oh, Major Sessa. So once will be that from now. Ebi anasa ahwe ase nim no. Emu na nim pagya bi fraba. Enti so once will be that from now. Life is full of ups and downs. Enti obi o ha na hwe ase eye ne. But na wie ye no enya hwe ase. Obi o ha obra ye boy. Obi o ha obenya no so saa fe bedu ba bi na wodu nim panyin fi so na akoye cheche. Obi on so abraba no be cheche saa fi wadu ni mpanyin fish na akoye so enti se na ohu se eneme mo den ma obi na abraba na ye cheche saa mema na nya wadwen se saa na be ye ti em say in conclusion no meka ne se obra na hyase no enye ne hia na wie ye no how you start a race is not important but how you finish the race no na hia ti gidi se sa mpanyinfo bu saa be na sana in the north side on person say se be ma hwe ase a then just say na wi ya only say or hwe ase no we decide say on ka fom when you fall and you decide not to get up there and you are defeated forever but when you fall and you decide to rise up and then forge ahead sa nipa no or dangerous or say nipa on all kwa was on the on ten sheda tell me a man that has never ever made a mistake and I will tell you that man never tried anything new.
Okay.
Enti ebia me hu say wa fail a couple of times it means that you've attempted something that many are not ready to attempt. Obia person in a comfort zone. It means that most time the people are and I also be fail it means that the person probably is attempting something one now we are a critic and when you're ready say oh be attempted. And those people always come out great.
I see. And you as an individual, and say, be who say, Ubi I am from so and also Ubi Ashiasia. A dear wish, Anna, ya, over the mat, so when you run our Ashiana, and I say, why mistaken?
On say, you were Ashiasinimo, Minu, Ashiabi or her, genuinely, Nipano, is sign I be sign or quem. And as I say, or Nipa be D, and out of trust and trust and I'm a young queen, Shaman, and what she has. But Obi or one, she has or she, you know. A no one city a one like your catcher, and it's not like he wasn't aware and he wasn't prompted ahead of time. People kept on prompting him. The other day, me catcher me the apuncheni scenario be a example. Obi or what sana ne de ne etie. Enti se me nua papa smile na say me nua chi ahwe na ahwe ne ye say gidi a onya wo monarch mu ene ma na ahwe ase bai and as say ade bi o try na the intentions were good ene ma na ahwe ase am very very empathetic towards that person but enye obi a ono free ball kro no ya ka che na asa wo kro no yi ifie kro no wo bo udi be pie wanti ena afa baba be amroba si ya chiu ni ejeli na akokodema yes I will be empathetic because of that prison but sa ahwe ase no eno aye enough a lesson for you to change your mindset say ufiri mu fia onye say bi anti when it comes to sympathy showing sympathy to people and respect and those things are minimum dey are very very subjective to me enye obiana me share sympathy man because nipa no wayemobo obi ohonoma senka adena antona ka the masses that are going to suffer at the expense of the actions no and ke be more than ono ne de na ato no anti me hu se obi ahwe ase a ejina de kwema na ahwe ase no eno ne be ma me hu se okay we dey ohia se ye kire na odo ohia se be kire na rechekire ohia se be kire na a lot of concerns and also say we dey the ato no no anepe I can be sympathetic, but it wouldn't change anything. The atono and one open. Oh, and no, I didn't know what's the channel. was say, I say, your Cassia, I can say, foot to second, I just answer.
I just answer her, yeah.
And so her now, Moon, see a lesson, and so her now, a foot to. And so her now, a foot to. What's in Sanum Quine, so near 2 for. You 2 for. Ebia, what should be one day be? What the car could you be near 2 for Charlie? Next time, if you say, oh, Sana be when you say, you can't drive, it's best to sub them out, be also made them Jimmy Hoodie. Now, yeah, another cook. Or the copim na the car what on aboard and say, yeah, I say, could you ta? Or Shesico investing in that car now. And it say, Enku be and as I say, whatever course I buy now. Sounds of her now to that material moment now. And not alone is enough an advice.
Okay.
Say a bit to say any panel. And say, Okon so he be not and so her no. Every mistake is a learning curve. Say, when Tinyam picking lessons from and social okum now. It means say onya wa dreams in kete say obesesa. Ha yenina de bia meka say if our lives were to be books, we all have pages of our lives that we wouldn't be proud to read. Say abra boy a book a ken kan obi a page bi a onyanko beti afiri ho. Ebi o ho a na eye wa so den deep down in your heart you know say dey with the wa. Ebi on so a because of trust a onyama nipa bi na du ko wie sa and I must record number for life. But be it as it may, no. The most important thing is that you learn lessons from. Sir, it's sign and as instruction I will come.
Okay.
So once you have free with you, that is on your ready say. Obesisa.
Okay. All right. Now, you say, I may have been or I may have fallen several times, right? And I'm still falling. What is your wish for me?
My wish is to see you get that stability in our social because the fact that Nippon shares here one came no yen again so be making efforts to rise from the fall and to forge ahead. Nature said, Ohuni said that is not where he belongs. Into a percent of free honor. But more often than not, Ubi how shares here. Made my brother example, maybe a secondary school, me feel commerce. Visual arts need a commerce na mempe. Enti definitely me kwaje results ni na nim send them media wo ho. Me kwaje ye no. That time no na ye tro no deck. Na ye time no na enye ne ya bibia ye fofofie nkrai on net cry like online omutimi koye registration ya den. Ye time no. We be kwa scannable forms e wo WAEC. Line will be diso from KTI honoma babesi bese amekum SD hono. Na we be so akwa submit and so the same thing. Me try 2002 me faili. 2003 me faili. 2004 me faili. Me see me intro bi me my message kwa me try last time or the try last one mama. I didn't relent. I gave myself you can say self motivation say okay. Say my synchrofo try. Jada I don't know my subject is bigger than me a person. Me seeing Kitty book on me free F eba B. Say if I had given up, say my falling, my trying 4 times in ya. Ebian kene. Mint me come home ko me nan for a omo fi say omo so bia omo ko school me koto omo GSS I know in our classroom. Ebian can no more can come back say the man doesn't belong to a grouping. But me you know, at least and my mention so the name person me share me who no me nsaka nti me who say obi a trainer or fall multiple times. My wish for the person is obenya that stability now or once the person has decided not to give up on him or herself. No.
Okay. All right. Now on that note, it's Uranapu. So
yeah.
A man for attacking with a certain attribute to be it's not something that tag be a man for by per se yeah the better tag right. And can we say it's something it's also a form of shortcoming. So a form of area, and I say it's an area of development. Let's put it that way. In that particular instance, so what has happened to him this very moment. I don't say why issue apology no say if in office anka so be na akota baby a trouble. No one knows. Now in the midst of all the several instances some people are saying say oh yeah this or yeah that or yeah this or yeah that, you know. What is your wish for him?
My wish for him?
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
You must be a constant critic of the government. And yes, you're criticizing and say, you're criticizing. The fact that play a big in a football match, mobile. Memphis Jordan did a union example. The fact that Ghanaians kept on bashing them, not say Ghana for with GDB or almost said they know they can do better than what they are doing on the pitch. Answer now who say will be bash it. Obino. It means the Nipano had a certain degree of trust for you. Still I was GD say you still can do it, but I say what you when you're watching on the bar, bro. Napo. You are criticizing and not because you're trying and I say the hatred for the NPP and RBB. But the Mary Shaman the say Papa na bit me at self-introspection. No who said over 5 decades of my life as a person. This is me. Ubia ntimi nim ne better than himself. Ono a ubia ne ho nim ne yie sen ono ankasa no ho. Me meti hei. Me wo suban bi wo ho amenim se ukoto so bi kana u defend me kra jai. Wani mbegu ase me sa na meti. But ye wadi bi won so a enye me ukoto so bi kan ubetimi ti ato chopping block so man. I wish Napo and then me call the poster say or issues I na me comment here. And I told him, I said, with all due respect, this is the way to go. For rendering this unqualified apology, that's the best thing away. Even though in say calls may have come from Asia, the circles within which he operates, like politics, people outside politics in there. But be such it may no wapacho to wapacho and keep him. But and no enough. So wapacho we know what China was I biwa. And then I saw you from your another plaster office. And from this very moment going on who said the status assessor, the Napo he was years ago no. Say you want to become a vice president. I was said on my on one casual self-introspection say moving forward from now no. When I am provoked, when I'm provoked, when I'm overexcited, or when I'm frustrated, when I feel pressure, that the composure to remain calm within these situations are very key as a leader. And that's what I wish for him. Say, obey that capacity to build that composure. I be my leadership now, rule no person or assign no, and also no person didn't hoko to me no. Obey me execute it, so that the narratives about him would change. 77 prayer sa obi tinye amro bi Paul cry and the boni di Bible me say obese di kan fo no it say Paul had a past history and not or tata yesu achidifo but osesa ye no obi ankai Paul past ni bi ti say obi samia me wish pa na say na poku change na nka ye mu bi cry aka say hey na pa me aferi in fact the way this man we all thought so on Saturday we did osesa then we nyam shini na kwasa for radical. Na nyesa na kwesa wa be patcho. But the next minute provocation bi ba ya no asa be two bomba. Eno di nipa be hu say why say nyinse no. Suban no ntimi mfancy. Ha nti me wish for him. Eye se nyankopon be boa no. Na ono if truly or you true to himself say this arrogant target they abome me me suban amadan na di na me they abome but mempe God help me bo me na men sesam free ho no osesa and can be beautiful for us after all election ayekoi likely so metin win or win here me pe omimpo me vice president I wouldn't feel proud say na po be kwa kogu ni ho anim ase UN General Secretary and UN General Assembly na ye ka say Ghana vice president came here to goof enye me fe inti I was samri ya womo mo ben ti me boa no anya sa dia ɛne sɛ de mpanyinfoɔ kan sɛ obɛsua na wame na nsu a wonyina wogye ne sunsuma no saa na bɛto party no saa na bɛto ɔman no nyinaa.
All right, thank you very much. Ɛne deɛ ɛhyɛ wo bo no yi ka ho na yɛnkɔ anim. Why na yɛnkɔ ɛyɛ ɔfa boadi so.
Ti deɛ ɛhyɛ me bo no nyinaa so saa yɛ me nua na me bra panyin na kɔ asɛm yi you see wa render apology, that's the way to go. But me hu ne sɛ ɛkwan apology ne fa so bae no wama a lot of people wouldn't even treat that apology with the attention it needs. Ne sɛ nti ne sɛ nipa deɛ wɔfom a na wagye atom na yɛne mpanyinfoɔ tenaeɛ no hardly paa sɛ na ho sɛ mpanyinfoɔ ɛpepa kyɛw panyin biara ɔte te sɛ me papa me ɔfa boadi ɔmo ti pɛnsofoɔ no ɛyɛ na ɛden paa sɛ obohu sɛ ɔmo kɔ dwa so apepa obohu sɛ ɔpa kyɛw a na yɛ obi na de gya ato aba abɛgya no ɛna odi nipa n'anim akɔkɔpa kyɛw ama wɔn mikro no ɛno nti panyin kasa basabasa ansa na panyin bɛkasa no na wadwen ho but na pokyɛw pa na waba bɛpa no aba bɛyɛ immaterial in the sense sɛ asɛm ne baeɛ a nipa nyinaa no da mu kasa wankasa yie no na po gyina so kaa sɛ still a no ndo gyina deɛ gyina ohun anything wrong with statement na ɔpaase yɛ no ɛna ɔtɔkɔ so kaa sɛ Ghana deɛ wɔka no korɛ na sɛ ubu odu a yɛsi wo mu adeɛ meaning sɛ Napo was still justifying asɛm na ɔkaeɛ no Napo had lost sight of the fact that any achievement na ɔka sɛ Kwame Nkrumah deɛ ne nduru Akufo-Addo deɛ ne hyɛ nkurɔfoɔ bufuo but the word mo Kwame Nkrumah no which ɔyɛ akani ba else nkohu sɛ it was quite disrespectful no still Napo ɛnhu sɛ deɛ na ɔka no it was ana asɛm na waka no ɛnyɛ okura ne mu die ma defending ne ho enti sɛ 3 days afterwards na ɔde kyɛw pɛɛ ba ɛte sɛ deɛ wakɔ court na asɛm no right from the day go a wokɔ court no nya wonim sɛ wonni case biara wa wonim sɛ wonni case biara na wakɔ ne abua wofo na wakɔ yɛ appeal ne abua wofo na wakɔ review ne abua wofo afei wapem uwie ya wo sɛ deɛ sɛ saa na court ne ka deɛ amagye ato na sɛ nka wogye tum dadada because in the first place wonim sɛ wonni case na po nim sɛ asɛm na ɔkan na nyɛ ɛna Kwame Nkrumah asɛm na ɔkan ne sɛ yɛwɛ ne de di kan a wɔkan ko bia nka hwee. This is not the first time I passes our comments now about Kwame Nkrumah. I have a video on my phone now. Omolanchi free SHS now. Or passing the same comments. So abaya say eye trimupobia wofa Nkrumah ho say as a papa na ebia wo different reservation about him aside ebia politics a crowd and nobody knows. And say me ko gina baby ka say Papa Smiley no onunyansa be ya no nim. Na say nipa ka obi e ka se nya wan ka se yi be pacho na me gye mamu dem se maka na se asema me kan no kwena na me ka the moment I make se no kwena na me ka na kire se ene a statement of truth into when you ready say obe pacho na se no kwempo na wo ka nya no kwen nyina na ye ka ho enti wa kan wie na afi ye kwohwe records no say this is not the first time class I monarch kwa wo didi Papa Smiley atem wa ka bi pen. Yes, I didn't say dia one on a pie, a idea a timopo, and when a mistake is repeatedly done, any mistake be a your habit. And to chop on the wapa, but what much chop on the ha, free say, time I suddenly buy and a fufuno. Minianum, had their chain ya well release statement. It was overexcitement, and man occupy Ghana for one fan chami. But 3 days. I just said 3 days in the Krawan Casa. I send it by a Ubia can also be defended and say, what can? It's like, anything wrong with the statement there. And then, no, Nipa Bibri or Honma, apology now, they are going to subject it to scrutiny, say, Chop and I demo, and I say in demo. And I know, 1, 2.
To was you now, transa. And he said, pardon, call Kananka or Bubatoyam.
Oh, maybe dear. Say a chopper there, and I'm big kind. Once waka sorry no waka. But my only contention has to do with timing, no. And the fact that even so a patch or no beginning, no one Jan to me say I didn't know why anything wrong with it. Say beginning now or G2 say, oh, one can say upon sober reflection and can fine. But you were defending and justifying why you made that statement. The moment you justify, on the chopper, you move you
to what's you? Oh, what justify be as 3 days ago. Enti no. Oh, say or be apologize ya. Say nank one kana wo betoyem.
Oh, say me share letter now kind I was say wa make comments be. Na or trans and who say comments na any nipa na dem. Enti or apologize. Share a chopper oh. Enti na me ka say for saying sorry no kwana is the way to go. At least we make it that effort no, but a chopper oh. Say if I offend you, Papa Smiley. Na say if you say me patch na me ka say ade a me ye no say anya o da me sorry a different from ade a me ye me hu say ma anya ni me sorry ni me enu ma patch baba ko very sincere ade na me ye no say anya o da me sorry ene ade a me ye no ma da dwen hu say ma anya ni me sorry ni na waka sorry baba ko very sincere ba ko kire say wo na wo say why hurt ntina me pe wa chew say yes me dey still am hu bibia wrong with ade na me dey ye wo no. But I'm saying sorry because what say you are hurt. And about console say deep down my trust as the same say adia me yen and twa yi. Sa chopper we me no. Baako what the brand me amesum twe. Baako the ba meka say fan kwasa sem free manim ko. Because bibia ni we say still an uji tum say the oye na wa anye ni yi.
Okay.
What for mo maame. Na so ka choma me say ma sa adia me yen no. What say ma anye ni ya me fa cho. Ene ma ade am ye matena se hu se ma anye ni yi fa che me sa che opa ne mi no wa pa che all right but ba ko very sincere ba ko rude.
Okay, all right.
And all right, yes, but
let me say
the necessity ma obepa acho no ama enipa ye hu say this is your true color because if you tune for ho what ade kwanche so few hours from otum for foot otum for the man you went and did even worse and one no pawie na everybody kwaku baako omo mo ka bi wo mo Ghana ho nyino bia say wan ka say openya je kum kwaku baako name it still ana or therefore defending ho say okogina wasa him fanim say omo ba no no ya mfa ma mfa hu antetementi kura ewu mo ka no kra ye say wonye asema kan no kra be na ne wa asem na ogina ho kan ni no kra na ene de hin say Akufo-Addo legacy better than Kwame Nkrumah no no kra no and I'm Kwame Nkrumah now kind is that the no I will justify no. I mean we know me Samia Nkrumah mo asem we chopper means because what can the other can we into the man was another courts of public opinion would be the best judges.
And in your view, you know, the true learning I was say will make it out of whatever has happened. In your view, you know, he's not made it, right?
No, I think it's a cosmetic apology.
Okay, all right then.
Deep down in the man's heart, you know, he meant what he said.
Okay, all right then. Carry on. All right, carry on. Now you show second one.
Second one, how citizens are your mind. Enra another bena of a body submissions, and I was very happy. Not of a body kase. Sir Chief Alan Chamati bet me. Actually, in some said ya baha ye na enkebeboa. Na me fan se fa dodo na agina yen timemufo no so. Sa obekwa sorry. Na sofu betu fo said den there is no better advice than personal experience. Afutu obi anu hwa chain personal experience. Se obi hede e masem etu fo a enti se wa pema na wanim dia toto wo ma penim. Se me tu fo wonsanom ho a ebia manom sa menim de nsa ye me pen na me tu fo ho a se afutu no you wouldn't feel it than wa wanom nsa na wakote ahwegate mama mo maso apaida. And no that personal experience, you know, the best advice. Ghana for your election period, yes, I'm on your phone, you know, be a canon. But I do not think, say, I was said John Mahama, Baumia, Alan Chamatin, Eddie manifesto and our plan be better and convince ye, and son let me inform me with decision, say, maybe I'm a told my coin as a son and you are feeling it as you are speaking, you are feeling it. We are maame bi a wɔtɔn bankye wɔ dwom woyɛ dwadini ɛfiri sɛ wo starte bankye tɔn no wontumi ntɔn bɔtɔ baako da biara wo capital nyinaa yɛbɛyɛ sɛ 500 cedis yet you are still insisting say party na wom no ɛno ana ɔpɛ just because this emotional attachment you are not looking at the present issue situation at wom even if you are being suffocated cry what's ɛno ana apɛ woyɛ youth wako school time aduru sɛ ɛsɛ nka wɔn nso tɔma papa di yɛsɛ bɛrima hwɛ ase ɔsɔ ne bɛrima mu ne sorry at this time wosa the different maame no papa bɔ so wonni 500 cedis crack capital that bank account and you are still following this political parties because wabɛyɛ praise singer wabɛyɛ sycophant wabɛyɛ a puppet wabɛyɛ fanatic ɛna odi party n'akyi na yɛkɔwu kora yɛn nyinaa yɛnkɔwu hɛ ɛno na bongo ka sɛ I was so happy me say anybody that would find time to read the GTP no obehu sɛ saa asɛm a yɛka sɛ batakari adɔs yɛn ho twɛmo papa no it's never true batakari dɔs sɛ den kora yɛwɔ nkrɛmofo papa wɔ system nim sɛ yɛwɔ counterfeit currencies wɔ system nim but wo sika da bank account ɛnyɛ counterfeit. We still have good politicians, but it's up to us, the citizenry, to say, you be any near present situation. We need and a media will meet to moon, a media di chime fruma. Hey, see, Anyasa, the country will keep on retrogressing, sir. Say, our rimpo, nipa munisha home, dormo, and now could be a divorce here. Our reform of divorce, and once upon a time in their lives, not me your best lovers. No be Anthony Yonko Hujai. But and now back court no ba ko si ntwitwa ware nim enum pa ebi kwa ma pie mu no na ntisa political party a enipa bi na atena se na omudi o madwan form na odon ho akodom uwom the people are using you to get what they want wo na wokoto aba na each passing day wabrabo kwa na ekofom ohia do kwa na edokro e na o ma akoto aba ma o ma sorry ahomache kodi lie so the vote mo no omabra bokwa na ekoso dia they are growing richer and richer enti wo as a citizen no onka sa wo pe DC onka sa wo pe chief executive officer biadi onka sa wo pe MC de wo hwehwa ne se wa kwan nyeyi healthcare nyeyi wo security nyeyi agriculture nyeyi sa niema we nso so no abai no tis no is denying you this wo ye babunu the future ahead of you about 30 years no these politicians are destroying that future. Somebody has seen the light and is telling you say let me secure that future for you. Also, there be because you're independent. I can't think far. And she made me when they say most of the things are on mine. Your name, I say, you want to trade in citizens in the yarn.
Okay, all right then.
Me, I have been a sycophant before, and then who I know say those days now my MPP barrier 2018. Kiyokumi were just a pen. Me we are sank me won't say who.
You Monarch. Thank you very much for confessing say why sycophant epen. Now you were a sycophant for a period, right? And
exactly.
It took you some time before you came to the realization of how inappropriate it is to be a sycophant. Your time came when it was supposed to come for you to change. We pray that the time, the energy, the space, and the circumstances will be right for others to also come to this realization and change. Thank you very much, Monarch. Na yanko wafa body eswe na wafa body enso enyi de hyenebo enede wafa body otimi nkade a akwabo wafa body going 1 going 2 and going 3 ene yanko abiswe tete na onyi de hyenebo ofa body aba ye abe twen me ma bimra okay yo ene abe tete
yeah baba smile yeah one
good ene if you do ene ya yire ho an say me shebo na me say me di boshe so right.
Yeah, you came late, so I was thinking you were disappointed. I could see you.
Oh, there. Say, a baby be one so.
Hey, Baba Smiley, Monarch has spoken. This Monarch is like, how would I put it? Anyway, you go. Yeah, start me now. But Monarch, you've spoken well. I mean, my regards to you. Yeah,
he has really dissected Napo. Yeah, Baba Smiley, you go on before maybe I also reach that point.
Unse monarch no. Unse over a period of time, you know, he's sought the refined version of himself. So, and ne kasa mu every day bi obaba ha bia no utim hu say e bi be ka ho is he's improving in his own excellence, right? And asama o kan say he's been a sycophant before. It's a huge admittance for you to make at any particular point.
Hello?
Abi,
yeah,
it's a huge admittance to make at any particular point in time. So na on say me catch no it took him some time for him to come to that realization. So and we hope say others will also come to that realization as soon as possible. And then we all can find the better versions of ourselves. Indeed, that is what I would say. Said Okan say what he wishes for the very ones who may fall along the way. So quite interesting. So we would want each and every one of us to discover their better versions. That is our wish for each other. However, sometimes yankasa imuno yana ya messy way ne kakra. It become more of condemnation.
Baba Smiley, let me. You see, if you look at the way Monarch he's grown or he's developed so fast, and as a human being, you should be doing some sort of continuous introspection. You understand? To know. Change by yourself is very, very difficult. A lot of circumstances should impress upon you to change. But most people don't want to do that change, that thing. Don't want to do. But Monarch is doing it very well. And especially Papa Smiley, when you have higher expectations, and the people you entrust to initiate that expectation don't do it, and you still keep supporting them, then it's like you are not helping yourself. You understand? That is that is where most of these political what would I say? I call them fanatics are. You understand? They are so fanatical. They don't want to, to the extent of being hero worshippers. The people you are seeing as heroes are not heroes, but you are still worshipping them. You understand? Baba Smiley, is Napo a hero? Hello?
Yeah, Abi, what's it?
Napo, is he a hero?
Is he a hero?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on who you are asking.
Exactly. You, Papa Smiley, Napo it doesn't come near heroes when we are selecting heroes. Do you understand?
It depends on who you are asking. Even as it stands now, he may be a hero to someone, but to you, he may not be a hero.
Yeah, profile the people who see him as a hero, and come to your own conclusion.
You see, we are now veering to another angle. Okay, whatever the case, to someone he is a hero. That is all that we want to establish. In terms can say, it depends on who you are asking, right? I'm very certain say ukubusa na yiri sisi I say mikunu ukunu oye hero o hwe asem na o beka kiro.
Yeah, but you are going to a different
Enti,
heroes are
let's
not
keep
seen
it very simple.
by family members.
No, let's keep it very simple. It depends on who you asking and the standard of that person as well.
Yeah, that's why I said profile those people who see him as a hero and see their categories.
Kwasu Abi. Kwasu yeti o na hwene yi de ehwe obun so ka ho. Why?
Yeah, Baba Smiley, I heard the so-called apology this morning on Joy News. Me, I don't, and Monarch was right. If I happen to be the children of Kwame Nkrumah, I would not even like to listen. I would not even like to consider what is done. This is like gimmickry. It's like damage limitation for the party. I think the party might have put some pressure on him to just say something. Do you understand? This is like public relations thing. But some of us, we understand the ramifications, so we don't take this thing serious. Do you understand? This is like face-saving thing. But Basmali, Asantehene advised this boy. In less than 3 hours, he went bonkers. So do you think he respected Asantehene? The same thing Wontumi did to Asantehene. What happened to him? So if the people within the Asante thing don't respect him, does he expect me to respect him? People within your under your control, your immediate control, don't respect whatever you say. They don't even respect you as whatever you claim to be. And you expect me, I'm not under your jurisdiction, and I'll never be under your jurisdiction to respect you. Papa Smiley, look, there is nothing excusable about this Dapo conduct, his behavior. That is the guy's nature. You see what he told the Volta region people. This guy has made very inflammatory comments. But people are following, oh, he says as it is. But we also say what it is, how it is. Oh. You understand? But it depends on where you stand, the level you are playing at. But all of us coming to this your program, we are not living off the resources of Ghana. Do you understand? I'm not living off Ghanaian taxpayers' money like Napo does. Napo has lived off our taxpayers' resources for about 8 years now. Yet he talks down upon us, he insults us. Then part about us will come and say, hey, when he says the truth. What is the truth in what he's been saying? What is the truth? The fact that you occupy position doesn't mean you have achieved anything. No. I don't see Napo's achievements. I don't see any achievements in all the roles Napo has occupied. I don't see his achievement. Unless some of you can tell me. If you are a medical doctor or whatever, you finish whatever, it is not an achievement to anybody. It is to yourself. If you went to Harvard, that Harvard you went, it is money earmarked for disadvantaged students in Ghana. He used the money himself. Is this an achievement? Or what is so special about this guy who talks anyhow? What is so special about him? Is it his big mouth that he cannot control? What makes him so special, extraordinary, or what? Me, I don't even want to think. I don't even bother about whether he's apologized or not. Why did he apologize? You were defending Papa Swale. Look, sometimes when you make a mistake, when you make a mistake, you do some self introspection, and you can know that, oh, I didn't do this well. I didn't do this well. So you will not even defend it again. But this guy, after a couple of hours, was defending the whole thing. So at what point did he realize that he has to apologize? At what point? Is it after a pressure has been mounted on him, or after his party has told him, my friend, the way you are talking, you go to... Is it after that point that he realized he has to come and apologize? Yes. Hello, yeah.
There's a story in the Bible, right?
Uh-huh.
And in that story, them say, Papa be smart, the mom you know. So I'm going to the man, right? Instantly now, by Hoka say, oh, Minko. I'm about Hoka say, Meko. Na omu free na nim no de oka se obekọ no wa nko ana de oka se wo nko no upon otna ha upon consideration na ana ohun se da bia o se meko ana okoye right now the reason why I'm bringing in this story and it's sometimes in this particular moment, you know, you may say yes, you may insist that whatever you said or whatever you did was right. But hey, between a sip and a glass, anything can happen. Within a short time or within some time, you know, you may now come to realize and say, oh, as I'm now can as I did, you know, I could have done it this way. And you know, say would defend it or can't say no. I said defending after some point in time, crying. Is he still not entitled? So with me, who decided? Oh yeah, no one in Yana.
Oh, Papa Smiley.
How come Papa Smiley? Why? Is that not a possibility?
Papa Smiley, hold on. We are talking about somebody who's stuck in trade. Is inflammatory anytime. Papa Tuma, let me tell you something. When Napo was made education minister, when Napo was made education minister, I used to follow him. Do you understand? At the beginning, I liked his brashness. Do you understand? I remember, I think the first couple of months in the role, this guy said, look, when Jenana Opoku was education minister, Ghana was ranked, I think, 42 or 43 in the world education something table. And this same Napo said, look, under my leadership, if Ghana was ranked around that level, he was going to resign. When I listened to that, I said, this guy is bold. Do you understand? Lo and behold, he didn't beat Jenana Opoku's grade. So that is why I started questioning. Come on. So is it just empty noise or what? Or just being so flamboyant in your pronouncements? And besides that, this guy has made other inflammatory comments. Now you see that this guy is highly uncouth. So that is, Papa Smiley, we are, these two examples you cited in the Bible, I don't know the ages of the children, I don't know. But Papa Smiley, we've all done some of these things. You understand? Sometimes you want to be a bit stubborn or something. So, okay, when they send you back, immediately after, reflection, you say, okay, let me go, that sort of thing. That one, maybe one off. You understand? If it is one off, it's pardonable, it's acceptable. But we are talking about somebody who's stuck in trade. That is his nature, is to talk anyhow. And some of his reasons are, I'm from royal Ghana. Do you have anything royal in Ghana? Royal family. Royal. Who is royal in Ghana? Tell me. He's from royal lineage. He's from this. So that gives him the audacity to talk anyhow. When they are using my money, or he's living off my money, then he talks down on me too.
You
see?
Yeah.
Papa, the problem in that part of the world is people, and it has to do with the fact that people following these people are themselves very naive. You understand? They are very naive, they are very sycophantic, and they are not knowledgeable. So to them, anything goes. Because they don't know the difference between somebody who is supposed to be a statesman and somebody who is an ordinary person. And one thing I dislike when people call people celebrities. Papa Smiley, what makes somebody celebrity or a statesman?
When there is something to celebrate about you. Why?
Okay. Papa Smiley, these people become celebrities or statesmen because they are in public all the time, or because they occupy public roles. Or these celebrities because they are always on being shown publicly or something. It's not because they are better than anybody. Do you understand? That is why when I see these so-called celebrities, these so-called Ghana politicians, and somebody is talking and say hard end, there's a word they always use, hard end reputation, I laugh. I always look forward to somebody coming to tell me, I'm going to see you because you've damaged my hard end reputation. Look, I always yearn for that. Reputation. You add your reputation because you are a public figure. Without that, nobody knows you. And when you decide to go public, you must know the consequence. But they are assuming that because by virtue of people calling them celebrities or people calling them public figures, we should all respect them. It's not automatic.
Yo, Abe, it's not automatic, Ayate.
It's not automatic.
Why? Yo, Yate. Thank you very much. Manual, Yate, and automatic, manual. Yo, Naresika, Akwabo. Oh, Zika.
Papa.
Akwaba.
Papa, me do so na mo to say.
Nyam ya do me ho ya pa na so e.
Oh, Papa, kaka pay so many day.
Good. He said is coming home, and I'm boy.
Oh, si kan dey ba Papa e ba.
Oh, David. Ah, it's coming home in cap no be fia o si kan no ba. Si kan dey say him say ba.
Si kan dey ba Papa.
Me say cap no na be fie is coming home.
Me pa cho say.
Me say cap no e be fie is coming home.
Hey. Cap no.
Oh. Spain England and say the cap no be fie.
A cap no e dey twen Papa. Spain for no so e good o.
Oh. Me say the be fie house Spain for no good. Yeah, the be fie.
Because someone has 16 year boy be a branch the boy all born.
Oh. Yeah. And then all kind of sad yes we will be out no so good and I know be
Papa born in the bed 50-50
sir
be a bit yes
And you know, say the buffy, no, say 50-50, yes, you 15, yes, you the buffy.
And yes, your chance a bit, your chance a bit.
And he also can say the buffy is coming home.
They meant to make it meant to make cancer super, sir.
As a guy, they show me, Uncle.
Papa,
Yeah.
Mammy Church, yeah, Papa, a plenty of Casa and Sana. Abe Casay. What's your friend is a monarch?
Monarch, yeah.
Hey, monarch, and Moiko. Papa, monarch, Casa, papa, Membona Basso. Monarch, Casa, ye, papa. Now, me who the figure Sudana.
And any over at check.
You what the more fancy me. Wakasa ye, Papa, Manamo. Papa. They shame me, Papa. You may fire by your child same free. My same. Jay, my chopoko prempa. Papa, then some of a ya and try ye. I'm a Ghana for Papa. Nipper be brave wolf. Obu okra say Papa on yet. Just on fun on the politics. But what is as why offended? What I say? Why you offended automatically? Because Papa, when me say my chopoku prempe, o flying fear, fear. Papa, train your man or search for the Takwame Nkrumah. The man Santi man. Papa, National House of Chiefs. Papa, I'm headquarters in Ghana. Papa, on him say, I want him buano. I want him buano. Or search for the Takwame Nkrumah Yansam. Anything of course, seen why him buano. They toss me, Papa, on him say, Dr. Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Asante hine because say ne mudro entino or no for life said National House of Chiefs on the president for life. 1970s yeah 1970s yana domahene any your friend is saying Nana Kufuado, baby of free. Omo hine no. Osaje for motia Philippine. And it say Ajimabadu. To my hine, then no kabom. In the 1970s, somebody has called court. I'm almost passing no moves that there be. I was saying in rotation. And on my in rotation is Siano. Or he be or any other religion, and I be to me by National House of Chief in 24. Also to me by President Manye. Papa Shem Punto, coming from University of Science Technology. Now, poor Majilis a honor choir. Any hospital, a cocoa damn near school, Prubu as Antimamu. Ah, now we'll be joined the Papa Penny with your Papa. What did the name be from? You say he is the man of millennia. The man of the millennia. Papa, you can't say millennia. Free poly 1,000 years. Bibi ni bien nu wa you better compare kwa Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And my research and achievements. Now be judged in the name of the Fuma. Papa, Onya na Hongroso. Onya na Hongroso. What do you read? And to win him, the achievement of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And the same be saying, Jimmy na po Jimmy. Come make a sankwasa the same way. I'm a Ghana for you boof. Oh, I mean, come on. I don't know, so yes, sir. Papa, a pacho no diabano. Yen so munne, yen so muchina. Yes, if we say, I need a home, because what custom send a monarch can. What custom as a name pay? Ya true white drainage down, so say, a small kind of pay. No, I said, defend the assembly. Every day, 3 days time as a me patch. Over power choose more pampaso. Papa, if you ask you, and you ask me any edicho, and you ask some piano edition, and I hear Bonnie Bias in the edition. Bonnie do or what? Also, to me, cousin, no, mean too. And you be no one say you can't yet so. Now, what the engine to? You find Chen and then find Chen. Just a wajah them what our jam and I turn and in tongue. Ah, why? I don't know, so yes, sir. Papa, my mentor, my so. Papa, my trauma, some so.
Na
I tell them from
Nanasiga.
the patch of it.
Mami Musau, right? On what grounds can I compare myself to you, Nanasika?
Papa, it all depends on you. Your actions, enemy actions. Any Sunday, my legacy be a major to her. Any be a baby or brat, baby, my boy could do, baby, my boy, but I could do any me fear, any me name dear. And I bet me a share one day or one compare me.
I see. And you see, quite unfortunate. Sometimes when I start and some I make an I'm say Mumudu do na betri. So okay. Now you see, for you to effectively compare yourself and I said two situations or for you to make comparison between two instances, no. Let's just say those two instances, no, conditions, the time, the circumstances, and what have you, no, the same. Anna, what they compare, so before, so that you know, so okay, because the time, the energy, the space, and the circumstances were the same, no, I can compare and then have an compare the output, no, maybe what
sanity.
Now, do you think, say, the time, energy, space, and circumstances, no, will be the same between two individuals? It will give us enough reason for us to compare our efforts, Anna.
Papa, our question now will be say, are you asking this question with regards to what?
No, maybe it's a question. And yes, in regards to anything. And your fan say, Tio, me know me and na you school back, right? Ana ode ode na sika papa usika ana you upon school na papa safa teacher amount extra classes
Sir.
Na upon school akufie na o papa teacher fufura saba na ono so asa kire wade weekend na o papa asa mo akọ Saturday extra classes. Now ye wo dum so kra but papa o generator enti ye dum kania na straight na generator no akeki in enti wo de woni school su bia se obesua de enti wo so sua de pa wo yire ho sua de menso aja me aja ba me pon school na me maame ene me kodwam o se me ko ekoton ade kakra ansa na ya ba fie ya be no aduane ma sa gina so awo fufu na me fufu no wie na aja me ko pensuo bi gu ho me pensuo gu ho ne asa dum kania me ni kania me sa de asua de na me no mienu yi nyina ya kotena end of term paper ho se ye enso hwa. You think we have enough reason to compare wo enemy results ana?
But your last question, man, tell us, do you think you have enough
enough reason? So, do you think, say, justifiable? Does it come out of wisdom? Say, me no, our time,
okay,
our
Matthias,
energy, our
yeah.
space and
Matthias,
circumstances. Ah.
But Papa is Matthias here. It makes me
Yeah, no.
Papa, and yet justifiable. Bra. Ain't na maybe a chemu. Sabi Oma muko school kurase no. Any Oma muko school krum no. Sabi you work kurase the 20. Na said you work school, you work co school. E wo krum they be I'd like to see 24/7. Na the work kurase na dey bobo no di suya de no. E boxes are now ada. Odo me compare enye ye. Enye ye. Because the whole Chrome or ahead in terms of infrastructure. Until the old compare any.
Okay.
No.
All right. And say then say what you say because the time, energy, space, and circumstances are not the same. No, it is unwise for us to compare two instances. Maybe why?
It depends. It depends. Not
now,
always.
Now. Let's bring it this way as well. Do you think the time, the energy, the space, and the circumstances are Kwame Nkrumah ofesi yano is the same time, energy, space, and circumstances are Nana Akufo-Addo ofesi?
No, the word evolves.
Okay, all right. So if it's not the same, they are in the same scenario. Do you think we should compare them?
We should compare Nana Akufo-Addo. It's unwise.
Huh? It's unwise to do that.
It's unwise to do that.
Okay, all right. Now, this is what I said. From where I stand, it is unwise to compare people who have not had the same time, energy, space, and circumstances. It's unwise to do that. However, whatever time, energy, space, and circumstances it is expected to say you will be able to do your very best within the time, energy, space, and circumstances that you have.
Sir.
That is the bottom line.
Sir.
And in the first place, say whoever it is, say that very comparison, no, it was coming out of a place that I don't even want to just spend my energy and just go there just because. Because in the first place, the fundamental of that comparison to me is a non-score. Because when two people don't have the same time, energy, space, and circumstances, I mean, why? If it is not for just for petty, petty reasons, why would we even compare? But the bottom line is, at any particular point we expect to say whatever time, energy, space, and circumstances that you may face, you'll be able to bring out the very best. Now, Yemfa Ura Mahama and Yemfa Tuhumpo. We say Ura Mahama time we had a pandemic, Ebola meboa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. And another times you nya one pandemic, COVID. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Sika the international world perhaps Edema Ghana by during Ebola time, was it the same as they gave to this present administration during COVID? Okay. Sika Abani raise during COVID, is it the same money that was raised during Ebola time, Nana? Okay, so when you compare those two instances, is it prudent?
Nah, you can't compare them.
Okay. However, Sikabia you raise within these two times, or within these two circumstances, we expect to say whoever had that money should be able to use it wisely for the development of Ghana. Yes, Annette. And see, when someone who is some people may say, oh, what's actually, among other things, is making such comparison at that higher level, it tells you the kind of person he is. And just say, or your doctor said, he still needs some support to be able to come and reason deeply. So, hey, whatever he said, me from where I stand, I don't want to just send my energy across there, because it is coming out of a place that, to me, no, he doesn't even understand when comparison is to come in. At any particular point in time, we need to improve upon our previous best, our own previous best too. I cannot compare myself to you, Nanesika. I cannot compare myself to you. Me nyina be free Ghana aba kurom ha sei, right, on the same day. But nyema a wo be ye no ebi a be do so asen de me nso meye untimi nka se me no nyina be duru ha the same day. Enti ye nyina wo se ye nyina yetimi enya achieve the same thing. We may have been here the same time, but do we have the same circumstances? Do we have the same space? Do we have the same energy? Say Nanesika wo 50 years now be drew Chrome had this year. Next will be so 20 years now be drew Chrome had this day. Ejuma 20 years no obetimi ayo be over time 50 years no go 8 hours no kra na ko today there be. Eye wo ya. And you can't compare those two people. Say they have all gotten here in the United Kingdom the same time. So you are comparing them to be able to achieve, comparing their achievements. Why? What kind of, from what wisdom are we doing that comparison? And you see, we need to come to we need to face some of these things squarely and let people know when they do such comparisons. It is not born out of wisdom. What's my point, Nasi?
Matthias, 100%, Papa. Matthias.
All right then. Afi, to us the show the second one and the uncle.
Papa, I say we are sending baby. I shall say free a dream. It's a dream. The baby. Now, Papa, on them say you need a church, your home book, a church, your home. Say a dream. And you know, a dream in the pity. That's a necessary than it, man, you know. What I said, there was a time Michelle will be also now whom in our chamu. When it damanim pan our chamu, I'm so Facha me, my dream, and cricket. Facha me. The Papa met your master, so no. Papa Matter said, Dr. Baumia say or person JDM and debate. Get debate. Now, but me who I don't know. I'm on for calling for debate, but NDC forces no. Or debate be any Papa senya menuya mona can answer me. Or say we don't need baby a dream Papa. You can feel it. Oh, yes, we have a the manifesto be a brand swap, baby. You are
okay. Sikam say what do baby o kasa ne twetwe si o. Siga. Say sika na homa ne twetwe si pa nti sika ye mo ahome so. Why? Home so kakra. Na yenkotie na tibongo. Maybe the final lap.
Yo, Mate Papa.
No one drew baby a hoye. Na fe ya ton kan yi. Why? Ti na tibongo. Akwabo. Hey, sorry. Natibongo aneko. Natibongo yanko answer ma ko boson foso. Yanko. So ho ye de.
Papa so cha mi be me. On cha ye me de. Natibongo akwabo. Na so ma je so Papa me jusu. Akwabo. Teti na ye ko fum no. Uni na me Papa mo na fofo bu a ne bo hye. Nti wo kwa na wa je ofa ade mi ko ne so je so. Wagu. Uni na me ko.
Gone are the days, yes sir.
Oh, Papa. Yeah, yes, that be a macasan can be as no. God, high days, and I think it's not technology in the my because maybe a quick idea. Eh? No, Papa, no, I don't want some other pigs are mammy, but yeah, hey, robot, you've been able to. Yes. Hey, just
you see,
and go for Papa, you are saying this.
That's
I was asking myself, say, are you fan of Fabari?
I mean,
or verify me information. Now, the year now who say, or the money, Papa, or the man, that's one family please. I mean, Mebutu.
Now, I will see what about now. Mesa suggested him say years ago, and Terminator movie no buy me what.
Yeah.
Say me share Terminator. Let me check the first the Terminator 1 year by the Terminator 1 the first Terminator about 1984, right?
1984
and Terminator 1 buy. I will suggest you go and watch Terminator 1 again. And as all the upper watch it, all the Terminators share, and then you will understand where we are today, and you'll be able to project where we are going in the future.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes when you gain some degree of consciousness, even outside the kosha, we need different meaning.
Yeah.
So now, the war between the machines and humans. It's already here, and it is going to get deeper.
Yeah.
If we are not very, very careful, the machines will take over, and I tell you, they will be fighting us big time. Now, interestingly, machines they are no emotions. So. I was if we know we go create. We are co-creators with the creator. And if we now we go create our own destruction.
Exactly.
If we now we go create our own destruction. So until we become very, very conscious of what we are exactly doing. No? So now Uncle Jensen we will certainly be the creators of our own destruction. I was see any you show why.
Oh, Papa, my main chair and chatty for Nadia, and then on say me sorry and me check in. Do we check here, man? Who knows I and then Miss Mamin Coedia may it be grand again. Me mom for me work for us. I know more. I know the I saw
so a baby be one so
and that's so. I bet so never will move. I be more there.
Of course.
More there, Papa, what kasapa and on the Papa any Bahasia program I course is here. Intina some of us no do over as ABS say you need you maybe deal, but we are as I addicted to before programs and on say Papa. I was last week, Papa. Me give me physical carabina, me to focus on me speak and then you might because we call YouTube now, so born now. Commercials have been in the moon at the distraction. Do time is on yet in Kwa, Castle Harry, the fatwa, and young Papa. Did you look at your well ready? Namu say yes.
Papa,
no more. Na be asa na meka no. E ba ha adisua no. Yesua de pa. So ba ha na wo pese osua de pa de. I don't think say we be free at the same. Say na ya kwa so na so fufu twa say you don't live here the same no. because you ever any sumo we mu better no tie conversation na man for kan adwenkyerɛ obi ane na yi and papa so draw this some kan ho man e be yi na wo betuma peke ani ma mienu bi e de afrim said na wo kan because there be a make say Ghana your problem no ho the templates are there your problem from Kwame Nkrumah by Champo Mo JJ Mampanyini Kofo ya papa onya ne baby call na memfa ne kransie Professor Tamils any ya papa John Mahama ne problem ne ewo ho so you be a over sisi a ho time wasted na ye we amount of platform going spending so much amount of money ye throw ye chesika to convince people to vote. It tells me say we have a big problem papa and then me feel nyina no say baby ye dru no yentimi nhunu say ewiase papa nipa uda sorry you know unim dia open you know your priorities so nyame di adwene no say na sika ken nyame di nyansa ni adwene ni boy no di bia senses aka ye ho the moment I one senses ebe ho beto chima papa unye the same ubiem so I don't know why yetimi nyusu yadwene no nyame di amaye ni ye nyansa niema enye adwuma maye na ye adwen say ye nyusu but ye be ye niema bi ama ye ho akye mentiase papa you want mentiase so and we make it so many examples say nipa ye nipa cry it one papa o da so now so ntwitwere osia o se be pro obi no betuma ka chem say wo sori e no ntwitwere nesi for 1 week ya nanum pampan embam ti se nipa bia wo da sori a se na yankopon si bo wo no se umo bi ka so se sori ko twitwere osia ye ma no kra no wo so wo timi ye ni bibia wo timi fetre na eduru ba bia ono asori a na fe routine wa fara ono timi ye making the moment you over story your life no ntwitwere osen no akodidi uwia unware ase ujare kwa onsra like you're not taking good care of your body no and pam be ba ho you create problem for yourself and that's medical Ghana you creating problem at your mind because you are not using your adwene no say you bet me at your because papa say me ba ho be bobosin papa kai hu say kwa me fa so amedi no different than me makoye madwuma maybe am 40 hours near twa me ka wo say ye hwe sa de no so obi ma sika free say papa ama miska makono ho ana say papa me mka bosia bo papa ama miska say kwasi je 300 pounds kwa me mo hwe me di ni ya because man ko jam na so make that 300 pounds but say me ko ye adwuma now me make it the same amount whether in pounds or dollars I will spend it wisely. Now, make myself no. Ye kuro no Ghana no. Busia na ye boniti no. Ye didn't nyafu nkwasi agimi musika die nti yefutumi mfanye djuma ese mfanye.
I was
saying Ghana na yeah papa.
My can't say it's a quote somewhere that I read. Okay, I'll say
okay.
You value every single drop when you fetch your own water.
Wow, papa, it's a quote with the essay ultimately to all the talk na me copy na me paste it
I see you value every single drop when you fetch your own water. And one our kind say sika wa nkasa wa brenya no. I say I will see almost can the kwan fufuru bi so oba wa ti sika wa no so say o fire ya na to gwase sen de wa kunyu bi de na wo wi a what you say
papa yampa
papa oh okay ne to aso I was say I said o sika say am ready I said why you be that
oh no you be that papa but me nya krasa me nimbiye koso
okay I'm fine say o girl dey ya na to gwase na unyu wi girl dey ya na che say gidi
Papa, no, maybe on the high and Friday. Open say a call. I have it, Marco.
And then me catch him. Okay, with the my class. Yanko ni wagosi, yanko ni.
Papa you. Enti papa de make can say ye kuro no ho. Kuro bia nyame abodie ni nyansan mu no. Wo de bibi ahyemu asase na se de amaye say ye mfa ntwitwa ye ho. Kuro bia obekọ bia ni ono ma omuni even ukọ these Caribbeans kra na Seychelles ni Mauritius no ni we na papa the way nyankopon sia beautify kuro no obedru baby nti nyame de sa resort no de ammo say eno no mo de ekekere omu kuro omuni any natural resources bia na emom no amanfo ba ebehwe kuro na ho ofe se de sitie no matwe sika na kuro no so e de ayede e de akekere ni man nti se bia ye bedru pa na papa mbisa me ho nyamnya dom na boy si education akoso ama amanfo timi twe camera na omo de chekere na abrante bi owo YouTube a metahwe ne pondo okọ o channel encourage fe no Picanto GH okọ encourage na also oboase na otwa oboase krom de kire me na question a bi be bisa me question bi environment ma nyina no o say nti e wo ne ye a wontimi get me new way bi na ne yi ni say ni sa wo hwe konongo ye kan say konongo ye to gold ho ada be bi ye to gold ne wo hwe be bi a resource nation ka papa wo ko mako Johannesburg ta ache I mean 6 years ago papa wo duru ho a e catch us say aha ye to gold ampa because papa potholes nice building this skyscraper see yes what you say bibi koso ko boase ne catch us aha ye to gold you won't believe it monchi monka just say there's nothing going on at just has sikakokobisha and Ghana as a whole there's nothing like a big chame say nyame aboy go iti ye ga ye gold ni ho na ya betena America omuni sa gold ni bi ni abebo bosia no bosia wo sa o man na ho papa papa reprogramming we yo ho ye hia adwene nsachira ye hina adwene mu adesua nkyerɛkyerɛ because when tia say wow resources papa tini fie no papa aduane no me mama je papa aduane no anu a achemu ama papa baako na me mafa mienu se me what be wen na be na ne ma didi ti se papa huru kwa obefa so amaji amanaji na aduane no kwa obefa so anu na aduane dia da bia obi ba ba nu aduane na ma no na wafa mienu na wama ne baako eno na ekoso wo Ghana resources for anya media dum ya and ade community papa ye wo University of Mines and Technology takwa ye ka University of Mines and Technology na che say ho ye esuapon a nipa ko ho na say ye mabuni ko sua ntete kwan ye befa so yusu mfidie na ye timi die tu ye saa sika kokko yi abra ye nha ya saase a na ye saa sori so a Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology class we have so many institutions in Ghana you see you could swing say but no I say yeah baby too say yeah can say this I forget my camera the latest minerals in your mama is 12% lithium here per se yeah baby too Matisa Brofono am I 12%. Anna Omafa 88% because Ghana we don't have the accoutrement, we don't have the basic knowledge between the two. And it's a papa say you better know your minus idea. And yeah, Debiano Yanko from one papa no man or in because I think and somebody will know here. Because it's a big insult to me. So why are we not managing our own resources? But we have to depend on somebody percentage or the bemaye. Any problem? You're doing VAT a bedem. You're doing your maybe a great on Bequatraho. You're doing your bush, maybe a don't Canada, Aqua school. No one affair. And crack it, Minister Baba can't tell me say, oh no, ya crampo crano, or try Diasi Shia, dear, and into the minister. So be better Diasi, okay. Like, I want to let Diasi Shia, dear. And so to abroad, so be a minister. Muka let's say come use school under trees because who feel beside Moka experience once and one. Now when I experience it's true. Because say me could be muna be me the man no catch una feel it. Say be me per speeding which I know I love speeding. So if I tell you say speeding I'm not you take it a man hame. Enti who drive at to boys. Over them say no. Unless say or the car na kopim obi no ato the car twene ama ne na bia bubu and I say police a chino a charge no crowd na ko che je ho baby ama odi court akona ba ansa no be hu say so to ne boys. So papa, your problem is now a Ghana no. It's not anything, Madam Fubes. It's not anything who Dios be I say. Ye bray who want to pay. Just say the amount of money nano MPP focus spend to unveil vice president. It is a bit my your problem be free Ghana. Na ye kaye Jimmy dear, that be Ameka. Me papa, some baby beg Jimmy pa dear papa, that be Amaka. Jimmy, so be Jimmy. And then can the yare crank ye or yare utumu say oh nipano edio yare. But Jimmy dear papa because what Jimmy oh Jimmy na kosono. And no effect na ye because me kromanum omuyi Biden eba wo yi mami man hu so mo command platform ke sie bia spendi sika sika de ma nkrofo so mo mehwe don't make say Donald Trump eba ma ha sei manti news na me say Donald Trump eba ha manti you can say moto sa moto ye dia ni popi de hunu na ye maame mo concentrate to na de mo target market so mo say ye maame mo omo penti ye maame mo concentrate to mo mako ni we no mo sa de sa ko ha o ma gene no mo so atu di akire eti at that time obi beto mako 10 cedis a okwa akotie napo na say di atama sa aka ho
yo awazi why?
Papa, reprogramming it. I don't know how we're gonna start all this programming, but we say, Papa.
So, okay, and come on, reprogramming. I can't want 7 no. And come on, I can't.
I can't, yeah, Papa.
It's all part of the reprogramming. No? It's when you come here and come on, to send and come Nanesika. Now you can about comparing two cases. No, so on mention. No, it's giving you an idea. Say, oh, Debbie, why would I even do this? However, in every circumstance, I expect to say the very best must happen. As simple as that. And in the reprogramming now, you can't want 7 no. Maybe I am family too. Also, okay, and yeah, reprogramming. But every now and then, it's all part of the reprogramming. Why?
Papa, I didn't say. Once I watch a fish, Papa, so before so we over home.
That's right.
So, watch a fish, think I'll tell you, wait me, like I was away, but who clean fish, no money by ye? Come on, Utum say, wait, dear, and why it's in the park, I dream of Obia and I can say. On the onko nipam onkasa nipa ho onko nipam bia no sa nipa na yare a wo hia moa cause en some e ba ha beka no say mama na minim say ensem bi kra ho no ma me de sa me kra de na me ignorant about so many things niema yesu na ha no if I compare me school kra makwa I'm telling you papa school dey say certificate ni akoje curriculum de dia mama usua we ya 1 hours nya kosua. They never taught me all these things. I kind of video we say, "Bah, like Papa, now you never some more wouldn't see come more AD." So, I think that Papa say you move here in penny for here, and someone ye kind of honey. No, Mamma, yeah, brochure for so cacare, your mamma, who quine. I'm a yes, dear organ. I think that things will change, but there's almost on my quine. Open so could DMP crown. I just say, would denounce so BB and say, some Hunubasa, just almost so now. In some huna na papa here, but the man no see. Ukoma half of papa, ya half in so turn out to officer Ubenabi. Say so talk na anyana na order cap, so be say. Ube who say go did it him. Papa could share the conditions awurade nyankopɔn so ho ni bia kodru. And some people that they call themselves doctor because obia beta papa minim because of your PhD so called this you can say education people na eniema omo ye no papa ha dwen yama ye nana mo ko mantimi anko school anko duru pempeso bi no that's not how omo live omo life be ameka me come abre wa na me ni di nkomo a nkyerɛkyerɛ wode ma me ni we no these people are so called politicians and doctor no papa minim say a fake doctrine bi na ya shara dia mo say eye dien yo I don't know say eye dro bi so na minim de ha mo say nyema e koso na onti yawo nti amanfo kasa wakwa gina simpie so akasa na wakwa gina simpie so akasa na beto pa achawa letter na de beto me na bi na wono ate no radio so no ko kan letter na iden how long is it gonna take if my phone papa asema mo na tia no na papa hu za kwasi nkasa ntia me da nti asema kan de wa anya de na papa bu afu mi a me say oh the papa has to justify ya me kai no but I don't want to feel what papa is going through so again be is a better papa ntisa me kwa me papa ne oh papa we dey hunu aketwa we dey ano de so me na so fa che me man kan na woman crofobia kwata MPP letterhead bia MPP emblem e wo hu osono no wo papa na chi eti se uma tu foku prempe se wo letter dia bana wa crofobia ko se ko print bibi di beto se ja se ye gimi o me wa asem na waka no enye se obi nka bi da na sa comparison na ye je mum ye nyai se ba bia papa afati ato no mi duru ho no ma ese mi hwe yie me nga se o na papa kora no kora nyini chen me kora tia to ntire na me so me fa me teto na ye den nipa bia o ye se bia no na se wadwe no problem ho ti sa comparison na ye mum ye nyai so bia ko kasa asem ni bia wo ye to fu sesi ano don't go asema o kan no fa so bia ni so eni kwa fa so on value edi ma Ghana no it doesn't make sense yeah you say vice president bekasa we are vice president what that MPP for us in for us omo wa twa mo asia o vision wo de beboa kodoto for you to go to that extent abra enye Akufo-Addo ne ekoto abama no Akufo-Addo wawie Nana is going now ko kasa Akufo-Addo djuma we it doesn't make sense to me papa I don't know ebia na bia we twa kakra ya na kasa mu no ebia na wa no bibi because papa me da say
pa kwesi o si bia no twa kakra we never know ena ene ameke obosonfo obosonfo akwabo
yeah ija papa smiley
na saboko de
na nanom adaroma boni bi ani ha asa gidi se muso mutu abayiwe ye nsheda mfa sakra bi amba nti bibia dadi
ose hwana mfa sakra bi ama
asa monye yenkonye petition bia wo Supreme Court
bibia nko Supreme Court
ena me patre
okay
bia business as usual
that's right
twaso so no democracy no and any democracy no nti ye bomo abaso ade na ye ade a mo ankamo ye mo hoya e fe na ankamo ba ye hoyi na mo design de be fiti ye na mo atamo de no na mo de bre so mo anhwe so amaye nsue ni yi ansa na mo jato ho maye ni sende ye de die ho abro no nti ye nhwe se ni se bio ye ni France ya kwa fire dia na se
we will all get there bye we will all get there
ya kwa fire de yo papa mechi a me dase ame enchi amatia kwisinka ame mse nianom emba na mse na nasikana na ekasa anti mechi a as I say when you fetch your own water you value and as I now can
what you value every
see the
drop
value of it
when you fetch your own water
but it is any akwisia kan fato bamba no way yeah platform no so na yan company
mati
prepare na papa on say GTP na America no on say ye papa Alan Chiramatin ne plan na odi ato nkrataa so a ɔsɛ ɔde ba abɛbu Ghana na sɛ ɔde ba bɛsakra Ghana ɔde bɛsesa Ghana ani no ɛyɛ powerful paa o sɛ akɔ sɛ Bible no sɛ me sɛ book a na mekan yɛ Kwame Nkrumah book ɛyɛ the neo-colonialism, the last stage of imperialism. Any book a mekan manya mato me bɔ paa na mekenkan saa book no, but since a GTP baeɛ no na mede ato nkyɛn ɛna mekan GTP no saa. Enti papa wokan ayɛ sɛ Bible no hwɛ akwesi koi ma memfa akwesi meda sɛ wo how wokan bibi fa natural resources ho sɛ yɛntumi manage yɛ natural resources na sɛ wokɔ ɛyɛ GTP no mu na ɛyɛ cluster 5 no yɛwɔ natural resource section 3 yɛwɔ natural resource management na papa ɛyɛ nwanwa sɛ last time na Abe kasa yansa na meba enti Abe so di na noto no na ɔno so ne concern about constitutional reforms enti meba ya na mesa ma no solution no hyehyɛ ya Papa Alan ɛde ba address the constitutional reform no na me ma ni pillar na ɛhyɛ ase cause ɛno no wɔ under governance cluster also kwesi so ba also the concern about natural resources management and also a cluster cluster 5 ni section 3 enti papa ma me emboni me briefing bi kakra me nkenkan cause ye wo British abrofo anase ne ka na oba hima krom no na je say obi abeti ase ye no mo fie so beti ase enti wo hwe the cluster 5 section 3 of the Great Transformational Plan or say natural resource management no baba address the efficient and effective management and control of Ghana's natural resources has the greatest prospect of transforming the country's socio-economic development. The business model of the exploitation of these natural resources has since independence been controlled by foreign commercial interests with very little impact on Ghana's development. Akwesi me da say obo ade ye waduma with kopue Johannesburg. Then also Johannesburg no kwa na say Durban. Yes, Johannesburg. Let's just say on my also see mu an on who say no krimu ye to go do ha. Let's just say infrastructure wise physical structures are all who no a man is impression no. But unfortunately with Ghana, send Papa Alan Ekano, or see the business model of the exploitation of these resources has since independence been controlled by foreign commercial interests with very little impact on Ghana's development. Inti uko Oboasia, uko Akwitia, uko New Abbey, baby be to go, you know. Yɛdidi ɔmanfo no nya ɛna ahohoɔ na ɔmo na ɔmo etututu saa gudie no ɔno mu di ho mfasoɔ ɛna kromanfo no timemufoɔ no ɛbrɛ wɔ ho with prudent management of Ghana's natural resources by Yera Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen no ɛba bɛboa yɛn. And then or say the following policies as why prescribe or the Baba managing resources. The following policy prescriptions under this thematic pillar are designed to add value to our natural resources, optimize the benefit to be accrued, ensure that the resources are managed in a sustainable way. To ensure that the resources, they are going to be managed in a sustainable way and enhance the participation of local economic operators in their exploitation. Let's say in terms of managing resources. No, and yes, no. but a kwan be fast so sustain the management no. Yɛde enhance the participation of local economic operators. Nti ɛnyɛ sɛ afei na aban ɛtaataa woɔ anaasɛ woyɛ biribi wɔ esum ase na wonni that confidence anaasɛ that piece of operation no. But aban hyehyɛ yɛ ɔbɛyɛ no ɛbɛboa wo dwumadi a wodidi no because sɛ woyɛ economic operators a ne sɛ aban recognize wo. Nti ɛnyɛ sɛ afei na aban hwɛ ne yɛsii a sogyani Major Mahama fa mu hwere ne nkɔde hyeɛ nkasa mmere ogu so bua ne man Ghana ne n'abusua. Na yɛ sɛ yɛni any proper management bia nti plan wei ɛɛba bɛboa ama we have a sustainable way a yɛde bɛ manage na yɛde enhance participation of the local operators no. One, Papa, eliminate galamsey within a period of 2 years. Sɛ yɛka galamsey a ɛne ne sɛ wɔn a ni nkrataa na wɔn amfa aban nhyehyɛeɛ anaasɛ nhyehyɛeɛ a ɔman no ayɛ ato hɔ sɛ yɛde tu efam agudie no wɔn a wɔfa kwati kwankwan so ebia na ɔyɛ party chairman, ebia na ɔyɛ party general secretary, ebia na ɔyɛ constituency chairman of a political party. Nti no ɔno no ɛmfa ho ehia ne sɛ ɔkɔ minerals commission akɔgye license ɔde amanyɔkuo ne aban tumi ɛna ɔyɛ nea ɔgye sɛ excavators a 500 etu ayera ɔte sɛ from Jubilee House ɔyɛ bobɔ aban nipa a ɔmo no mo ɛyɛ galamsey. We've heard all these scandals. In galamsey ne say they are illegally mining irresponsibly. And they do mining ya. Enti ye papa Alan say oba bigi ɔde mfie mienu. And papa ɔn say because say movement for change work as now a constituency chairman. Ona a party regional chairman inti no. Okwa to galamsey. No. So we are going to clear off that partisan faces. The partisan hands now, or more abusing powers of the government. Edi yenema ensen fatano. Alan se odinfie mienu. Ebe yi galamsey. Every omaini. Papa oh.
Ayawa hapa ayawa. Ode ni eti. Koso.
Asema amike mejidi se ye hiasem. Eye omani hiasem. Cause ye nimse ni Ekufuado. Or promise ye se oba. Obebua. Ama ya regulate galamsey. Anase ya regulate mining. Our DBA campaign, Crash John Mahama say also oba be Google galamsey and all that. But when to me anye. Inti papa say odinfie mienu. Alan John Kojochra Martin. So obe yo mampenia. Odinfie mienu be yi galamsey. Obe tuasie. They say omano from Axim to Keta. From Navrongo to Takrade. Ye into galamsey ewo meaning. Galamsey will be a thing of the past. That's galamsey is irresponsible, illegal mining that brings distractions to our nature. Edibini yensu yankwaye ena afikra matise edi nipanya. Atise baby kra wo ya wo ankola no organs ni tissues ni name be are deformed due to the poisons or more use EDS irresponsible mining. No. Into your balance will be free. And then 2, aggressively enforce existing legislation and regulations against mining in water bodies and forest reserves in order to avoid the pollution of water bodies and the degradation of forest reserves. I'm saying, the first line on also no. I didn't even see that, but enona wakano. Say enya ana bro ana ohaw ne atete a ede bre yen kwaye ne yen susu no. So otu galamsey no ase ana se otwa ano a ebeboa ama yi sa ha na free ho. And a 3 no so say develop and implement a new business model for dealing substantively with illegal mining, galamsey no, by facilitating the establishment of small-scale mining companies to be owned by groups of young people currently engaged in galamsey. Say, well, papa, asema papa ekano. It is all you gonna near we illegal mining, and I say we galamsey. And money and how and I mean through say Alan Bar wodwuma ɛba bɛbɔ wo ba ne ɔpa kyerɛ ne sɛ ɔbɛ develop na yɛahyehyɛ mmara apɛ kwan a yɛbɛfa so ayɛ den yɛde bɛma saa dwumadie no a woyɛ no ɛho bɛyɛ mmerɛ ama wo ɔba bɛgugu mu ama wo ɔn sɛ medi kan sɛ the party MPP Samri Amikema member MPP party called there's a scandal yeah Frimpong Boanti no yeah the sector minister abobo aban nipa se omo no mutu galam say no nti be say mbrantie bia omo wo sa capital ne bia wo ske kakra obetimi di ahya ase omo sa so wo ahonden a omo betimi di atu sa de no nanso san say onye amanyu ni nti no ana se onipini bi wo aban mu nti no na aban de tumi akọ gye saa ndwuma ne frɛ wɔn nsɛm wɔn excavators ne akade wɔn ɛde yɛ no na aban agye afiri hɔ na aban no so no nipa no anaasɛ MPP Akufo-Addo ne nkurɔfoɔ no a ne regional party executives na wɔn ɛretu galamsey no ɛsan sɛ wɔn na wɔn ndi mmara so nti no wɔn de wɔn tumi ɛna ɛkɔkɔ gye saa nkurɔfoɔ yi wɔn akadeɛ ne wɔn sika nneɛma a wɔn de ɛyɛ saa business na yɛ agye afiri wɔn nsɛm because obi anche won aban na eti o mama nyuku na wa aban mu nti no na omo ye ne omo ye nti na aban so nye nhyehyɛ sɛ obema mo sa mbebu na mo pese mo de musika na sɛ mo go into mining no oma mo akwanya bia sɛ mo nkonko register na mo mfa so na mo nkonko tu sa de nti ala nso oba ba ye nhyehyɛ a ebema mo amra ebema mo sa tumi no sɛ ɔfa mmara kwan so sɛ bia yɛbɛyɛ researches anaasɛ bia yɛbɛtɛ still anaa yɛbɛhwɛ na kwan yɛbɛfa so a regulate sɛ ɔnkɔnyɛ no sɛnea wɔpɛ a ɛba bɛha amanfo nti akonya no bɛba bɛda hɔ ama wo sɛ woyɛ qualified nko ana sɛ wowɔ saa ɔpɛpa no ne saa nimdeɛ no a wobɛtumi de atu ɛfam godie no a aban ma wo nkrataa na wakɔ akɔyɛ ɛna nyɛ sɛ yɛde ma wo nko a but yɛmaki sure sɛ moka mo ho bɔ ma sɛ yɛsɛ pra yɛwɔ hɔ ebumu a yɛntimi embu baako a ɛne yɛbu nti sɛ modɔɔso na sɛ motumi de mo nimdeɛ ne mo ahoɔden ɛbɔ mu a ɛkyerɛ sɛ mobɛtumi ayɛ no productively ama no aboa ɔmaa no nti saa na Alan ɛka with the third line no na fourth one ne sɛ ɔba bɛgrante the small scale mining companies licensing rights na ɛkyerɛ sɛ woyɛ company a mo na monim the operations no monim sɛ yɛsi tu ɛfam agudie no mo ankasa nkora motumi de to mo ho so aban tumi ɔde bɛma mo no sɛ motumi hwɛ sɛ wei asiamasi wei ɔsɛ fata sɛ obɛtumi atu ɛfam agudie wei yɛhwɛ wo a wakadeɛ ne onimdeɛ no wobɛtumi atu ɛfam agudie nti this is part of decentralization ɛnyɛ sɛ bia wowɔ akwatia na wopɛ sɛ mohyɛ biribi ase a wofa kaa kɔ Accra okoduru saa mmiri kra okoduru Accra na sɛ okoko ho aban mu nipa bi party nipa bi na wotimi aboa ɔmo so ɔmo agyegye afa nti wokɔ a ɔmo bɛyɛ go and come saa papa usika ɔde ba bɛhyɛ o mining business si ni na bɛkɔ transportation nti ɔsɛ ɔba bɛ grant small scale mining companies you know saa licensing rights you know appropriate equipment and other facilities technical and managerial assistance as well as access to organized marketing and distribution channels. Yes, na say abano crab wow asamo kwan a obefa so dia ton from good and say yeah then chembo na sika kokko. Papa, we nhyehyɛ na mamiko 5 no so or say undertake a comprehensive review of all legislation and regulations in respect of the mandate, management and operations of institutions in the natural resource sector. Yes, when it's under aban way, bibia nye juma institutions ni nye juma. Era Samjona ebekasa efa ho. They say there is incompetence, mismanagement. Yedi aban to me eyeni yepe. And then say ye papa lands or ye Christ like person no you bia or obu ni die manipa or wa ho brasier or dream nipa huntino. Or say obe make sure say ye behwe emramra ya shisha to ho ana say regulations are ye dia to say ye de behwe ekwan institutions no e fa so e de manage resources no ye behwe na yes ba bi enye dwuma no ye behwe na yes because I say papa and there many who can say so we are even private mining company and I say obi a wo to efam gudie na sɛ wo ni aban nipa ɛna maka na ɔmo ana ɔmo ɛkɔ kututu nti sɛ wo ni nipa no nya asɛm kora na Alfred Dami wɔ hɔ as AG Attorney General na ɔno no wɔyɛ corrupt na he's there to serve the party's foot soldiers and the party members no yɛbɛka asɛm no tia wo na yɛagye wɔ agudie meka sɛ miners independent miners bebree wɔ hɔ a aban ɛrɔ ɔn kawa afa wɔn abɛtiri with the aid of Godfred Odami nti yɛ papa Alan sɛ ɔno no ɔmba mbɛnyɛ saa because ɔni saa interest personal interest no nti yɛbɛhwɛ na yɛahyehyɛ mmara no ayɛ ne yie na aboa nti papa when you just a few I think yeah 10 10 na mabɔ 5 or so nti means nuanom wɔ
GTP planning na 10 points on
there be when you natural resource
natural resources then I send them documents ni why
Mate
I send
me to your platform ni so kan ni say Bible me say me book me kan summary
what they send them why
the last stage of imperialism ye Papa Kwame Nkrumah na echro ye na po kra me nim say wachro book bio wachro book
why
na po wachro book bia na
I mean maintain say wachro book bia there
book na me kan say na ye Papa Land the GTP ni buy ya media to course nim say me kan GTP na it's equally give me that wisdom that I'll get from Kwame Nkrumah's book enti Papa me di besi ha na me the pass me twen atiki me 10 na the previous speaker no raises concern last and I kind of raise concern about constitutional review and reform and then I have that in the GTP Alan in Shishaya all the paper address and coincidentally and that's so Akwesisu Eka was worried about natural resource management in Ghana. And also, it's in the plan. Yeah. There's a plan to address that.
Okay.
Papa, I'm so happy and proud to say, I've followed politics and all that. I've never been previewed to a plan informing me as an electorate. Say, and she said, yeah, Abai say ana president Baba Beye Abuamini. Papa, we name our kinkan. Are you not at least somehow assured or guaranteed a plan, an initiative, some form of transformation in the mining sector and a ban in natural resource management? Papa, are you not now preview to what Alan intends to do? And if he comes as a president now, you can be rest assured to say, these are going to be the measures or the Bible dressing. So if you are not transformation, they are fine. You can vote against it. But if you are a meaningful Ghanaian and say, Obia, you want transformation to yourself now, then why would you ignore such a candidate?
Okay. All right.
Look for a party, colors, and some real make us say, Papa, I'm yet to know Mohammed's plan on natural resource management.
Okay.
I'm yet to know Baumi's. Papa,
Thank you very much.
Napona semi bio, Papa.
I found one of so. Now it is a beautiful thing. Listening to some of the things within the great transformational plan, quite beautiful. I've always said this life that we are all a part of, it should never be viewed as an event. It should always be viewed as a process. Say Real Madrid who player be a team bi mu na ne modern mo a obo no enti omohwe na omokoto sa player no e de ne ba Real Madrid a so sa player no wankoso anye eniema na ema no etimi e perform said no si perform na Real Madrid no ehu no ebeto no obetima ba obeba Real Madrid obeflopo untimi mobo no said no obo no e won the previous team no saa so na utimi koto player bi e wo team bi mu na odine beba odie mu no oba otimi eye mo exercise otimi training no otimi ya extreme na fe said no si bobo e wo ni previous team no wa improve more no improve more. I just say life is a process. It's a never-ending process. All these very beautiful ideas, it may be coming from a very beautiful place. And say nyame ya adom na say bia Alan etimi wini a, it doesn't end there. The process continues. Say all the necessary things that needs to be put in place. All these things put on paper, no, it wouldn't come into fruition. It's a continuous thing. It's a very continuous thing. It never ends. And so the beautiful things on paper, effort, but it is not the ultimate. If need be, na e could do some so na line winnie. After ejuma kese na nkasa kura be. But that aside, many people will tell you constantly, say, hey, ala unru baby yo yate. But unru baby no interest in ideas no so you can see drew baby. And even in the face of Sebia ala win no, the very ones who may win no, they can have a peep through the plan and see which ones they can also adopt. After all, we are all building the same Ghana, aren't we? You say monarchy say Kobasa. It's okay, say Papa. They will come to Alan. No, or my budget plan. I was on voice somewhere.
And I may baby house say UGD pass share the crop of politicians are who wants the power and as a seeking the mandate, you know. Almost our spirit of embracing what will give the other person fame and as a recognition
that is where we display our low level of intelligence as well. It's and say if your preference is on the glory of a part as against the glory of the whole, so you are exhibiting less intelligence.
Exactly, Papa. I like that. So, Papa, bosubium.
When your preference is on the glory of a part of the whole as against the glory of the whole, then you are exhibiting less intelligence.
Now, Papa, Sama wake kwamba ni bit me first one man drew all the political aspirants.
Sani egusua ye kan wa hase.
Asema working, and that has been Papa boss team so be misro we and I said troto mama
na sama kawati it was ko troto why
Papa asem modu
also
na if you let the glory
asema make no it's not only in politics and as I we see it happens all around us in every situation. In groups, it's in fact, but you find yourself, it can happen there. Now, say a bobo, what you say, play a boo on more, what drew baby, what drew no. Say, born or no, I imagine so, but how do you beat me ashe? Baby, I will beat no bit my bobo naman. Ama or no, will greater chance or no beshe. But it's answer or no person didn't cause call sheet in the suntino. Obobono obobo ama born na say is a sense of passing.
Papa, no crowd no crampon is understandable because our fans are mudi on see carton so obeshe go to no so percent. Also per se o man fans in this car na omo ekoso any fan. Also
you see so your fan on so it's better to go for a win of the team than to go for individual person scoring a goal.
Papa, odds. I could even
send the open. When you go for the individual gloria, you go for the odds that promote that. Maybe and you know, you go for that one. Anna say ope the glory of the whole and so when you are in favor of that and also no overcome for altar and also on better so we the win no straight away, and then you go there as well. Eti baby a open so oko no na why there be na wako, but it all ends up in the same place. You say when you choose the glory of a part of the whole as against the glory of the whole, you are simply exhibiting less intelligence. For
intelligence. Yeah. Now, Papa, some are working. One will say, I treat my dream to see reviews. So, him say the first, and I mean, Papa, who can say there was a presidential debate in BR, included Dr. Abu Sakara of the CPP there. Emma, at the end of that debate, even media houses almost TC Krumbisa man for the ultimate performer at the debate the visions, the plans. Ya dear bebo minor ubia kasa Abu Sakara, but MPP ba be mono bisami say what has been the role or the role of Dr. Abu Sakara in that MPP abem, and the mente ne nhyehyeye ne ideas nim die on that platform nana enti nana me ka kire wo say ne ade a edi enya enti anka which say you could echo that thing. Say, when Ben the first one candidate na artist, so they're going forward, Send you walking. Say Alan Enya. Does it mean say plan way? Enya dear Ghana. Be whoever becomes the president.
Okay. All right. I was on for the onus fall on all of us.
Reprogramming.
It falls on all of us to figure out ways in which it will get to as many people as possible. Yo, thank you very much. Na yema final words moments no Emre. Remember Sam. Say Sam, are you ready dia? Yema na final word Emra. Sam oh. Say Sam obeti ni yapon. Enti offer body. Offer body.
Papa.
Final word.
You mechia anuanu nyina say me dem say me first ntima mfa nyina mom.
Sao okay any fa nyina bom why?
Me ka say abem rabat me say chire no na o yira fika kra ba nya hwe. Nya hwe. Mami ni kanti asem ba ko bi na me ne wonya adwen wo ukoshin bi a ubisa na naska ba bi na me no ya adwen but na me no nya adwen kosi. Say comparison no. Baby a utina any baby a mijina no. No baby a me no ya adwen say ebi a wote London na mebete Spain ha. Ye ntimi compare ho. Oh de me even though London no crowd te ho na wo ye ade foforo na me ya ade foforo ye ntimi compare. But baby a betimi a compare say me no mienu nyina ya made the same position, ya made the same amount. Ya made bibia pe na almost say yen try say ye nyina ye betimi ade ade ba ko na ye aye the same work. One dey measure no eno no ye compare because of say ye nyina ya normal no mo dey amaye na ya ade ba ko enti ye betimi a compare eno nti na ema wo de say football wo kan me football na be si mitim. One say football ye what time Maradona mo ba be boko any masi mo ba e ba na nye the same time but ye duru ba bi a ye de ni nyina gu ayi ba akoso ne ya ensanye ba akoso ne ya keka bom ni a compare na ye vote ayi nipa oye all time best eti ahon me ye sure say o compare nye bone sa me ka be si Napoli se na nka oka no say just comparison ma nka many problem e wo ho say bi kura compare ka say o ya adwuma say but who say nsem no nye comparison na manfo esu hu bebre no even though manfo problem or comparison no say e no dey debatable say dey debate say ade na o ka na no kura na nya no kura ko nya metre no debate me debate but the compare ne say why na o issue ye no mo ebi a Kwame Nkrumah no ɛna amanfoɔ ɛso mu sɛ wo sɛ dimina na me bolo ayi Oliver Kahn ne word dimina na ɔfa so de kan no ɛma sɛ wohwɛ ne dimina ne poshe na wo wotimi sɛ asomasi asɛm sɛ na ɔka enti ɛhɔ no deɛ megye di sɛ baabi ne yɛbɛtumi akɔmpɛ ɛna baabi wɔ hɔ so a ɛno compare ɛnyɛ yie wo ma example bi na very nice pa na sɛ bi a memekɔ school wɔ Kumase High na bi a nso tetere ɛno no comparison ne ba mu a ɛnyɛ yi but sɛ nyinaa yɛte Kumase High hɔ na me papa koraa akɔfa teacher ni ma me abɔnten a at the end of the day exams na yɛbɛyɛ no terminal exams no nyinaa wɔn de baako na bɛma yɛ wɔn bɛma the same exams na wɔn de ahwɛ yɛho wɔde nti no ɛhɔ no kakra na mepɛ sɛ mete firi hɔ na me omra na so a mebɔ ntɛtɛw no makura akɔ na sika bɛka asɛm bi ɛfa debate na Baumia ɛtoma ba Mahama no mate sɛ Ghana nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ no bebree asomo ɛsɛ debate sɛ nra na meka asɛm bi kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ problem Ghana problems no bi but enti no ɛma no kɔyɛ sɛ ɔsi yɛn nyɛ deɛ ɛne kru uwi abɔ ama bɔ ahemanyom yi ma me ɔsi susukuru a obɛsusu ama wo no ɛno a ne yɛbɛsusu ama wo wonim sɛ miyonya wɔn meka sɛ 2016 no sɛ na Mahama try sɛ yɛne ɔma yɛma no kwan no ne nanado and debate ba wo mia kro ya ba abɔnte bɛka sɛ no ɛsɛ okɔdwamfoɔ no no kɔ debate na ɔhwɛ nyado abɔ na ɔhwɛ wei na afei ɛsesa bɛ na abam eti no sɛneɛ yɛ noma yɛ no ɛteɛ no sɛ wokɔka wei nnɛ ɛkyena na ɔbɛka wei ɛkyena na ɔbɛka wei a such nipa no ɛkwan baabi so no yɛgye otum anyɛ yie na me kura deɛ me ne Mahama deɛ gye a me ne debate kura ne sɛ ba omia ne so yɛ mate Mahama so yɛ driver ebi a wode car call kwan so car no driver ne so wantwi ne yɛ bu aseɛ ne spare parts na otwa di ne sika nti wayi wadi na wopɛ car foforo nti ade nti na ɛsɛ oni mate ɔno ne license kɔ debate ɛnyɛ debatable tie bosomfo mo nsɛm a ɔmo ka no ala nsɛm no de agu kwan mu no tia mu ɔdɛ ɛyɛ kama na yɛbisa ho sɛ ɔba achieve ne track record no ɛyɛ nipa a yɛbɛtumi agye na di wɔ saa nsɛm ho because yɛnim nanado mo nsɛm ɔmbɛkeka yɛ ne nyinaa bi sɛ yɛde saa nɔɔma no nyinaa gu nsɛnea ne yɛho sɛ yɛbɛtumi agye ala adi a then na yɛho sɛ ne yɛbɛsi ɛde na asi so nti ɔmo nyinaa no deɛ sɛ ɔmo nsɛm a aba kɔdeda ɔmo no nsɛm a aba kɔdeda sɛ ne yɛba abɛka so wɔnom asɛm ne yɛbɛgyina so de abu fɔ yɛde bɛbu pɛm nti ɔmo nsɛm a ɔmo abɛka ɔmo ne yɛ ɔmo abɛyɛ ɔmo nya positions ne bi ɛkɔda ɛbɛka saa nsɛm wei ɔmo aba abɛsom nti yɛmfa saa nɔɔma no ɛnkyɛke ɔmo nti ne ɔmo gyina ne nyinaa ne a mentimi nka ne ho asɛm mentimi nyinaa ɛnka biribi ɛnyɛ ne hyɛda me problem ne sɛ wamfa ne ho amma ntɛm ama wamagye grounds no because Ghana politics no ɛnyɛ just 2 minutes mafia sɛ gu mu no take time ansa watumi abɛnwene nipa ne vote apart from ɔno no ɔmo aka ne deɛ ɛm sɛ Mahama bɛyɛ bi enim ne records yɛmfa ntoto nsɛnea ani Baumia yɛ bi Baumia kuro ya ɔse friend sɛ economy yɛ kɔ so nyɛ ɔno ne dan no ɔno kura deɛ ɔnka ho ne deɛ ne de guitar but all free debate no ɔse yɛnkɔ debate economy ɔnti saa nipa wei no wontumi ɛntɔ so no ɛne ne nkɔgyina hɔ wone nkɔgyina hɔ kora na wo so wayɛ sɛ woyɛ comedy ne bi nti meme deɛ meyɛ Mahama advisor na ka kyerɛ sɛ ma ne nkɔ koraa sɛ ɔne align ɛne kyɛda mo na ɛkɔ kɔgyina debate deɛ fine wobɛtumi ne ɔma kɔ debate kyɛda ne deɛ to be frank ɔmo nyinaa no moment yi woka sɛ wowreti na wobɛtumi awreti no ma wobɛtumi ama ne chance because ɔma amɛyɛ bi da omo nyina onya me bi da ba Alan Mahama ba omo nyina be perform tu wo de omo nyina toto nsede so na Alan ya en no wagina so aka de omo de ba ne de me tumi no ensem no omo de gu ho ne de eye bosirim ka omo ka nsem se ne be ya se asem a obeka ma buru ne abo ntinko de ene eye enti eno de kura se ye bogu ba bi obi ye betima agina ne nsem so de we no ama no opportunity shada sɛ nneɛma di kan no kɔɔ so ɔno yɛ onye bi da but Alan bɛka nsɛm different biara no mo mo ntie ne saa monhwɛ ne performance no na momfa ntoto trade ministry waba bɛyɛ hɔ sɛ abɛyɛ minister 2 time nti kɔfoɔ time no sɛn na ɔyɛyɛ ɛnɔma sɛ ne yɛka kaa samre ɔde bae one district one factory olidi ekosi sɛ ɛnɔma no nyinaa mo de ne nyinaa ba but omia bɛyɛ vice president 8 years ne nɔma ɔde toto akwan mu no ɛte sɛn eti kwatere kwase obema ntoma na watie ni din ade na odi kan eba ye de ma no kra no ye de ma no wantimi amu nkonta wo san akopɛ another one oh eti meme de to me no san krofo no de omo manifesto omo de ba ni nyina ye baba ba mi ase ye ba be si port yesi airport ankasa ma we mu na do ba se yanka ne sa we si no oni ye manifesto we si ye na ye de shape di nyina no ehuro da brothers o ma ba be perform ye hwe performance no so se ne medi kan kan no se o ko tries e wo team bim na mo ball be da e different but before say be to ye de wa ko ba bi ye hwe o performance na wo no ha no England for most mulet guy ya oba bia na oba ha adwin bebre say right to say hwan ye hwe ne performance no wo lower division kra o am say 4th division 3rd division and on moko no straight to Aston Villa. The performance and the turn. And obi also a ofri ha wo na ya hwe no. So we the oba justify ni amoabo. Ba ye koto akoy Mbappe aba Madrid nya fe no oba justify. On the tie no. Nti justify for the more opportunity kakra. Ba ye to sika no to say to Hazard ba eyi na oba flop a ye nya ho time kra. Because of performance and me ye de oba na oba flop ntimi ye do ko nti me no kakra na me kan na me say next week no na ya ba because so mre no ko
yo of abodi thank you very much na and say at least to some extent you got the comparison issue. I don't expect to say you get the full understanding as it stands now. Over time, as you continue to contemplate on it, you realize you say, competing among ourselves has become the bane of the many problems that we have in this world. However, when we come to understand that there is a coded energy within us, as you look within nature now, that energy is seeking to be more at any particular point in time. There is a sense within us that we always want to be more. We always want to expand. Now, in that expansion, it is not to make you better than another person. It is to make you discover the better version of yourself. So it is all about you exploring another excellent version of you. Once again, we don't have the same time, energy, space, and circumstances. And for you to compare, it's your own wahala. But hey, it will take time. It took me so much time to get to that understanding. And I know Krano, right? Thank you very much, Ofabwedi, for that. Now, Mema, say, Abi neba, Abi didn't find out where the bat would near tea that the bongo sukakra, and then Obosonfo, what do Jano, Eddie Amai, and Abi, young boy.
Yeah, Papa Smiley.
Yanko, your final word.
My final word is on what I think you said earlier, and I think you repeated now. Papa Smiley, if you say circumstances are different or circumstances change, under different people or people regimes. Fine. The world is not standing still for anybody. But then we have developed timeless principles, timeless procedures. Some of them is governance principles, leadership principles, which have been tried and tested. So you don't need to live within a particular jurisdiction to apply those principles. When somebody is occupying a position, the person is failing, we can say this one has refused or is unaware to apply this particular principle. So where I am trying to differ with you, unless I don't understand your analogy, otherwise theory should not work, frameworks and so on should not work, but they do. You understand? They do work. And you referred Akwesi when he made mention of the robot thing, and you referred him to is it Cyborg or what science-fi film movie you talk about? What science? There was a science fiction program. Is it Cyborg or? Hello? Hello? Why is my passport? No? Yeah. Hello? Am I on?
Yes, Abby, you're on.
Yeah. So what? Yeah, Papa Smiley referred Akwesi to something regarding the robot, the movie. There was a movie. It's a 1984 movie. I've forgotten the name. Do you understand?
Terminator.
Terminator, yes. Terminator 1, he said. They are still using those principles around that time to develop and improve upon robotics. But they are following the same principles. In our part of the world, we are not following any principle. Do you understand? And that is a problem I have with this particular government. When they were coming to power, their behavior now is telling us that they assumed that when Akufo-Addo comes to power or MPP comes to power, the world, the whole world or the environment is going to stand still for Akufo-Addo to come and display, to come and do swagger on us, so that the world is waiting for Akufo-Addo. Let me display and go. Personally, this is not what leadership is about, too. The world is changing. You know that now, Oyibo even described the world as a VUCA world. VUCA world. VUCA. Volatile, uncertain, something. That is how it's described, because there's nothing certain. It's volatile, it's changing. So as a leader, you have to change with the times. The world is not standing still for you. So you have to learn from the past and do proper things. Move your country forward. Every government. Assuming you are in the shoes of Ukraine, when you were coming to money, you never thought you would go to war throughout all your reign. So imagine Akufo-Addo and Izigbo should face the situation like Ukraine. That means, let's Ghana spoil because we are going to war. The world is not standing still for anybody. So the idea that the environment is not stable or no two circumstances are the same, it's not a good excuse that we should buy for this particular group of failed MPP government. They have failed miserably. And in their failure, they have resorted to insults. They are insulting our intelligence every day. Insulting our intelligence every day by their conduct. They try to defend Napo. Oh, he's no nonsense. He says he's at disease. If he says he's at disease, why is he apologizing then? If to them is good, then they should run with it. Why is he apologizing?
All right, Abby.
But he has portrayed. Napo he has showed the epitome of the whole MPP. Arrogance. They are like empty barrels. All of them from A to Z. They just talk. We are a proud nation. Where are we now? Where is our pride? They talk anyhow. We are a proud nation, so we don't go to the IMF. Listen to them. Proud nation.
Okay. Abi.
Akufo-Addo was standing near Macron, say Ghana without aid. Then people were telling us it's a vision. Who told you this slogan is a vision?
Yati.
Ghana beyond aid.
Yati.
You see how Macron was laughing at him?
Yati, Abi. Thank you.
Talk anyhow. Talk.
Yanko na sika so. Na sika. Sika. Papa na where the bread yanko. Why?
Yo papa, ya me no do credit what fidie is as a school si apono. Sika, dum no. We kasa via daddy territory place. Papa, as a school si apono. Papa, ye mu bi yesu no ma be break se na kofi yesu tin kan kai no. Ye do han what so. Ye mu be break yesu no ma be break yesu no ma be break ni pa e wo fidie so. Ye mu be break ye conscious papa. Positive negative conscious so. Positive consciousness e wo fidie so we've learned a lot. And we did this here from a choir faso kasa now you can see sir a lot of parts we have grown, Papa. We have grown, just say we have matured in our talking, in our actions, in everything that we do. We can see, sir. Sika, don't close the door. Yeah. Papa. You can see, sir, we have grown, Papa. Big ups to you. Why you my thing? You have done well. I just what video me and pastor me what video is There was a time na me madam for be kasa. No friend me na me front. Me friend was another na my friend now for me say na me tie akwantu. Hey! What does it tie Papa Smiley? What does it tie? Unkofo do no man anti a chena say my addicted. Be jet nyi. Oh, once I said, because of just education, videos, Papa, it has helped us a lot of us. Liberty, and we have learned a lot. I'm a year I about whom I yet most and pa. And so, yes, you saw so pa. Ever yes, so. Papa, make to my son. Papa, we are say. Adeɛ baako Yankopɔn de ma yɛ som wo paa wɔ abrabɔ mu Papa ɛne adwene na Yankopɔn de ma yɛ ɛsom bo sen bibia wɔ asase so Papa enti na sɛbe sɛ obi pɛ sɛ o control wo a the first approach yansani bia ne first approach ne sɛ ɔbɛkyekyere apɔkɛ sɛ de ato trim obedi nka capture wadwen Papa, no matter how strong you are, say nipa kone capture wadwen no di wadwen no so nkunima ana ode nkonso go wadwen no ho a Papa only a hodibium because I join in the control board in the control bibia. It is a bit too join there. No. Papa, it's not Sabema Echo Paul Bar. Odin can cancer nebi at the two bali trim. Then it's any kodo. Or to chill our pockets on their two bali trims. Because many be a friend, Eddie. Now, sister, way, anyone know them. Osnana, a poor much child to sister and the trim of Dimachina. And ya pocotwa. Now, I poor Eddie Modu because of buy. Or to be a pound, just a bamboo bar pani. Now, would a dear cheat, a dinner pat, and in the Nimna show bow with dinner chair, papa. Now to me, say, papa, so bitch you are near and yet drew, and yes, ya, Jane. Ain't in a sabby. I'm no phono. Eba Africa, no, obedient can fast psychologists. Among best study Africa, our way of life, our way of thinking, our culture, our way of doing, nitty our way of thinking. And almost study, yeah. Anthropologists almost study, yeah, the way we think. No more you see it in the conquering. Other than that, and they could have never won that war. To be started free, I dream, and to what you know who can. Papa, yes, who are any papium because I didn't know anything. I didn't know what can. Papa, Enra, because ye mama woman be. Na me kwaya, ye didn't come, maybe son said the problem here, dear. The equipment and the problem na ye dear. Very nice woman of Uganda. Papa, I see a comfort in fear her. I'm was a locks 2 times. And so still I did be a crown for the fear her. And into the password that or the password to the computer, the password the good root I don't know. Or the paint a password in Nina. A pepanina, and then also yes, sir. Or say for Buffio. It's meaning command them, sir, mammy. I don't know what can. Very nice woman. And I'm so you as a lost twice. I then a Nippon also do the kingdom or man. I said there be me 5 kingdom or beer. Then Miss as an Eden to be Buffio. Or between Baba found password, you know. I don't know. But they still come even yesterday they were here. And then Musa General Waka. And the papa. I dream what you my dear Africa. Yeah, just say, or say, yeah, dream what you man pap ankasa. It is Ghana for. Ya dream no say, yeah, what you man. And a mental health say, I did also taking it very serious, papa. Or say, taking it very, very serious. Mental health in Africa, this is the grow. Because majority of us, Mr. America, are mentally insane. But in the
Yo, Sika.
Opinion, yeah.
You never see why.
I mean, Papa knows. Did my nose, you know. Last week, he became one video to say, Sabe, I'm not telling member what mental health issues that affect all Ghana. A door, so I say. If I had done it to make a funnel, I didn't see what I didn't to any twins. I did it. It's make a play free. I did done on it. Didn't see a Congo. Michelle now Facebook. And now it's evident in Tankesi so.
And crack. I've seen it as well.
Service, why do you want that? You don't do that. And Papa, mental health taking is serious.
You.
Papa, me that's it.
And Ezika, yes, that's it.
Don't be too aso.
Yeah, that's it. Nanti Bongo, Fafana where the bread. Ana Nanti Bongo akasa. Ana. It's Nanti Bongo akasa. Okay, also Fafana word.
Yo, Papa, me that's it. Say, era you offer Bwedi, which say comparison, but he's entitled to it. Obi a quite also fast or see analysis. It's not lotto numbers, no permutation, no. There were different. Obi a say me in the door. Banker to banker ni bia ya sure. Or Gini numbers or Gini too sure. Enti sana akwakoba no na comparison no when say on say Mahama ansa na oba beye John Mahama ex-president John Mahama say mpenifo ekrade amonja ma ye mfremo sa cause Obama Boris Yeltsin and ase na mofreno Tony Blair Gordon Brown timum jana ye mfremo John Mahama na iba umia no enti ansa na John Mahama baba ye president no a communications minister, okay, or a communications minister. And Baumia, main case ansa no baba vice president, because vice president they are virtually useless. Amazisia Baumia say, or your vice president ne sunin faso or your mate, intermediate main. Enti ansa na John Mahama baba ye president no a communications minister. Baumia ono nyamba ye president ye nti ma menka ne se oye economist nyesa ana papa
That's right.
Or governor, no a deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, yes, and oye economist and a deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, and era Alan so ye minister for trade and industries. Enti se ye pese ye sele candidate ya na se ye hwe ye measure competence John Mahama wabeye president with all the state resources papa na nado amaye hu se Ghana presidency no obi abetimi aye president ye obeya ne se watapo north no se ne ka no watapo panel no now they are to auto government, auto governance, automatic. Yes. And there's no risk assessment, there's no any economic management, there is no work. And once say economy no, and as a mamuno eda auto. And no abitimiako based on the auto programming. Iti John Mahama wabe president. With all the state resources, all the misconduct, everything, all the political nonsense that we experience, Oye ni eso oye. Enyono ni bottom sika. Enenye ni investment. Anase bibia. Eyo minor kadea no di ye juma. Eka oje ye. Samre ne kanu wo mame ne wo ni inchimba ebabitu ya. Busin obo ye. Mpuntujumo oye ye ewo ho. Inti bibi oye no. Ode ni dibre as omampini. Inti sende osa pre-to-me no ena vice so digitization ya all kane Ghana card any mobile money interoperability ena drone flying medical equipment ni medical needs ni nyina nye ni bottom sika o your minor resources and that me new say and to our obo or the Omani taxpayer money, nyina ye wo bama so yesika na or the waste any campaign. And you know bottom sika. Enti nipa mienu John Mahama ne Baumia, omuna enya state resources are with instruments, legislations, ama multimedia implementing niema. Enti sa niema no maye no. Untumi emfa against Alan as a trade minister. Iti se mpese muhu the competence and the capability of Alan ni Alan betumi aya. Then mumbisa muhu se communications minister John Mahama and the deputy governor of Bank of Ghana a brag of achievement in being in the executive position now. With the more analysis, there's a data analysis. This describe you have something called data analytics, and as in econo. I'll be to pick certain data objects be na one kasa how they a create graph. It may mount predictions and all that. I'm GTS no. Say if we indeed have think tanks, they should have been providing us with those data. And if a communication minister and a deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, so-called in executive position, I maybe say, yeah. Have you taken a moment to ask yourself, say, what about we having a minister for trade and industry ascending to the executive position? This is a very simple question. I said, Wakasa, if you love playing with data, with me data analytics, and as a data analysis, and use certain things to project certain graph and I say results, yeah, you can clearly see there, the Ghana presidency, is such conducive and I say is so friendly to anyone who assigns to it, and a minister of communication is able to perform whatever. Ijebu edimoni and sifone can say Jomahama no. So no, as a communication minister, Timmy akosa position Timmy Isani man. Na say Baumia Niema on also can say why he a deputy governor and an economist. Adentina, a former trade minister, our lawyer ni has sound legal background. Our also a economist with sound and proven economic sense and competence. Abuabua Bibri Mine, Wabuabua World Trade Organization. I don't know ascended to the presidency. Nipa Ben in his right sense of assessment. And American and said we play with data. Ne yekano. Wa unya and pursue ye kokoye data analytics. Of course, I buy a boama ultimately projected, ultimately forecasted, and in near Maba, the artificial intelligence they play with data store and data subjects. No more usually they predicted near ma. I didn't know me. Ube catcher me say, Alan, I know ye a lawyer, a proven economist, and a former trade minister with achievements. Ebe ye president untimi nye niema ebro ajo mahama ani baumia enti mesremo enye se o kan kekempo wasaso a present plan amount hyehyɛ ya ene ekwan ya oba befa so ebu oman no enti se utimi nya mra ni adaji na se wo kan the great transformational plan ade ehi na efiri ba wan na echro Alan na fe what take emre na ko hwɛ ne background ndwuma waye Oma menye president impo. Inti mesremo Alan die ena meka hwe Baumia se Mahama be debate no. Wo enkwasi ade bi omoye. People with sound mind. Nipa omo ni sound mind omo koto aba announce omo danichi. Jo Mahama nkwana ye candidate. Or aspire to become a president. Why is he not calling for all the candidates? Enti onweni se Mahama no na eye ne koiko, but se ban intellectual debate say if proven track record John Mahama Baumia they don't match Alan Kojo Chira Martin. Enti of a body Mahama ye bi pa ayi wa na mekan waye na nado amaye hu se obi ode se bi bodamfo Ghana Maham we na nado na Nakufuado wa demonstrate amaye hu se wo de bodamfo ebeye president wo Ghana obetimi abu amambo no be se ne opebia se ne ono ye no enti sa president ne ho no nado amaye hu se eye autopilot enti se manado anase Baumi anajo Mahama etimi ye as a communication minister adenti ena Ira Alan as a trade and industry minister ontimi nye ne sensa enti it's up to you a question, but Alan not saying yes or say oba bekeke waka plans no nhyehyɛeɛ a ɔde ba bɛboa ɔman no nti sɛ wonya mmerɛ ni adagye na sɛ wokenkan a you realize sɛ ampa papa no okura plans ne nhyehyɛeɛ a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde boa Ghana. Na papa minka appendix 5 about the natural resource management no.
Debbie, Debbie, Mr. And my transit check a crime, Mr. What the emphasis.
Napo, ma me de ma semba wi no. Napo me a chelpan me gidi se me de me cry de me te se or the abano. I'm finding it difficult to authenticate the genuinity of that apology and necessary letter no. Well, because Osajifu you be it should. Anka so timi party na mo kra no. Anka so mo timi press conference no mo address no mo pa ewiase nyina chew. Enye John Mahama na Ghana for nkwa na so pa ne chew. There was a MPP as a party or mo running mate attendidie anasa subversive character no against Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah no. Anka was a party na nkasa na mo din no eba no. It may render unqualified apology to the whole world. We are seeing now, Dr. Kwame, me say buka me kan Nkrumah buka me kan ye neo-colonialism, the last stage of imperialism. Kwame Nkrumah book keke krano, injini se napo. So to be kind book way from start to end, napo, he would see the difference in himself. Kwame Nkrumah inti book ya mato finish ni ho na meto no manton wo Ghana finish ni ho na meto no post book imame cause hani ye wo baby ti se Ghana tonaton cotonaton.com aha ye friend Tory like marketplace and I'm sure me hwe Nkrumah book bi ato papa me search ye me bo Kwame Nkrumah in the search bar finish ni and oton book we onye bibini o.
You was on for. Thank you.
Say nipa say Bribi say Eddie nipa such an iconic African atemwa. I was a party no render unqualified political world.
Why?
Obi bia obeti
catch I was on for. Fesi
me di besi hana me che obi bia me da waso wo mra.
Thank you. Say obi aka bi kama mama kwabna mompaye ma keke o mompaye keke empire na obo amaye na me nsoro so ne enko kwabna
aba
mompaye mama ne enko why misro mompaye keke mama ne enko
yo odi acha me say de mama mompaye osoro so hina asafu Yehowa ejapa ene o ma be kasa o ma be kire o ma dwen say de o ma kire se Ghana obi a wo ho kwan so o kire na dwen no na mini obosom fode bia obompa yesenka ibenya sound mind yebebo a sound mind hu hia ka nipa da sani a oba wo no ani obi a waku enkwatena se ntonsan nidi we kire se oman no o kandini no odi so no kura ebre because nipa wo man anim timini obi a wawu kodididi a hu hia onipa na adwen mu kura do watimi ahwese so mo memfa so mo ye mo ana so mo nipa yintimi hu was we in Sibebia. Yebeko so asre empire ama alanchire matin. Se Nyankopon ka no ho. Se de mini obosomfo kan yi se John Mahama enye odi ni sika na ye adwuma no. Ma John kwadwo chire matin de no trade ministry ho na obae no. Eja yeda na se so no adi ni sika be ye se mpuntu dwuma yi e ma ye oman na mfa ho ka bia. Papa o manfo ye nya atwomfo. O mo mpe no kore. Omunukro mumpinti na oman no AC opinion no inkura yakum UK US baby abruni ohu bia no kuredi enti na de oman no konanim oman Ghana fo ye nya atwomfo mo madwen sakra mo madwen betimi abo oman na made oman na ko anim oman a yehu kwadwasem e beka ne sade etie ni hu ya nso asem e beka ne sade etie pepepe ni emfa otan hunu enhwe ni pasem nka ni ebe yusu odo onipa na kura ne nya adwen na ebi ofomo a wo si we de ebi ana ba bi okogina ye no ene ma ne kan se ensem wi enti nipa na efom omo mu di millions kura se to is woman It is idea way dear na bi kwaka asem kitu bi ne yetwe na bo so na awotwe a papa no hu ba bi agenda ne fiba mo madwen sakra enipa na omo koma kwa me nkruma nyina no omo ana twen kwa me nkruma hwe ase kwa me nkruma sam ya nkruma aja ni papa di jaye ano no wo so odi MP kakra wo baabi papa saa nya atwomfoi kokeka bom koyi ni na ase akonwa emene ma me na so ni adwuma mpo a kwa me obey ni adwuma kwa me aya kai no mpai bom ni nipa odi omugya omode papa bi anim ti odonfo boagana fo na yi nya atwomfi omumu na matimi ama oman no akoye kra behwe na siegia oman ma se nkrofo we dia papa woni unyam no na edi ti papa medase ojidi ni bia nka eme ni empampa yi ni nsi ene enwumre papa medase so mama konya ma obo mpaye ama o manfo
Pabla, thank you very much. Yampon, what it? We had my brother. Yabba, you have it was, and I say, can see and come bibia. I hope, Yanaka cried you give it to him. Say, Obi can see me say, oh, quite sorry. Say, you will never leave the same. When you critically analyze that statement, it is true. You will certainly not live the same. And yes, so when you do secondness and no return, Krana, you are going less of the money that you came with, and you are not living the same. And yes, I hope, sir, everyone who came here today is not living the same. Not living the same in this instance. Let's say you are going with something that will make you discover a better version of you. Midini and son and one Papa Smiley. I'm yard my brother, Yabba never twasso. Bye bye.
Oh, good afternoon, Samuel. Me are going to work hard to achieve my dream. Me are going to upon the fire in the dance hall. Fire, Topica.
What do you mean, was a monocumu? What do you mean, you said, Jaffadumu? What do you mean, was a monocumu? What do you mean, you said, Jaffadumu? What do you mean, was a monocumu? What do you mean, you said, Jaffadumu? What do you mean, was a monocumu? What do you mean, you said, Jaffadumu? Babu, I may am a man, I'm a dawati. I don't yam and the dawasi. Babu, I may am a man, I'm a da. I don't yam and the dawasi. Babu, I may am a man, I'm a sasoba, watching. I don't yam and the dawasi. You know what I'm a man, I'm a da. Why am I live? What do you mean, was a monocumu? What do you mean, you said, Jaffadumu? What do you mean, was a monocumu? What do you mean, you said, Jaffadumu? Babu, I may am a man, I'm a dawati. I don't yam and the dawasi. Babu, I may am a man, I'm a da. I don't yam and the dawasi. Babu, I may am a man, I'm a sasoba, watching. I don't yam and the dawasi. You know what I'm by a million. Look at singing somewhere. Okay. I don't know. There we go. Okay, let's say what I'm a man, but I'm going to be telling my Maya, come why. No, yam, let's say what I'm a man, but I'm going to be telling my Maya, come why. No, yam, let's say what I'm a man, but I'm going to be telling my Maya, come why. No, yam, let's say what I'm a man, but I'm going to be telling my Maya, come why. No, yam, you know about Florence, Bessie Menewa, never what it. I want Florence, Bessie Menewa, never your what it. Florence, Bessie won't go out and be good. In other way, Bessie Menewa, never your what it. Body man, body man, body man, what I'm who are. Body man, body man, body man, what I'm who are. Babu, I'm a man, I'm a dawati. Babu, I'm a man, yes, it's the again. Get my one, why am I live? Babu, I'm a man, I'm a dawati. I don't yam and the dawasi. Babu, I'm a man, I'm a da. I don't yam and the dawasi. wa me ya mama nya me se so ba wa te no nya me da wa se you know abwa mi ba ya mi lemu